What's going on, everyone? Andrew and Cody, you're back yet again. Week 14. Detroit, Green Bay. Kickoff is underway. Detroit wins the coin toss. Stafford and the Lions on their first drive. It's a handoff to Adrian Peterson.
And they are stuck.
Welcome and welcome back, Cody. How's it going today?
How it's going? Always up for another week of penetrating the listeners' ear holes.
That's right. That's right.
All by now.
What's Cody's what's Cody's keys to the game today?
Keys to the game. I would say first and foremost, don't overlook it, man. Detroit might not be a good team, but they're still a division rival. They've played us tough the last several years. Stafford just slings a pass on a short slant there. Um,
Hawkinson too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that quite got the first. If not, they're close to it. But yeah, man, it's. I think this will be a tougher game than some people anticipate. So don't overlook it. Is
Mhm.
my main.
No Kenny Galladay again, but it looks like Detroit's just about as healthy as they've been all year. So, and
Although I
Detroit's
think
always
that
giving Green Bay a hard time, like right there on that pass.
that was a nice pass by Stafford.
Yep,
Big chunk gain to Sanu. It was probably 20 yards on a
yep,
third, which I'm surprised that was 3rd and 9. They must have ruled the slant and incompletion.
yeah. Hey, yet again, Green Bay defense giving up a third and long right off the
That's
bat.
their MO, man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're without the best wide receiver in Kenny Galladay. So, I mean, you got to hope that our defense can dial up some pressure today. We had a lot of success last week against the Eagles with 7 sacks.
Mhm.
And, word came out that Zadarius Smith and the players, excuse me, they actually went to Mike Patton and said, you got to simplify things. We're thinking too much out there. And
Really?
yeah, yeah,
It's
and
news to me. I didn't even hear that. Okay.
he listened, and then they exploded with that 7 sack game against the Eagles. Now, granted, the Eagles' offense not great, so we'll see if it carries over.
Yeah, Detroit's going to be Detroit's not world beaters on offense, but they're very efficient. Stafford's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league, constantly getting overlooked. Um, he he gets that Detroit offense humming. I would say over the years, it's really not the Detroit offense that's been the issue for the most part. So,
Looking at a 3rd and 2, Stafford in the shotgun. They're just past midfield.
yep, it's good to see he's pressing the corners. I
Yeah.
want to get some pressure up the middle. It's a good thing Stafford's not a scrambling quarterback, so we can kind of send some more pressures, but gives up the first down, finds the hole, quick slant, Marvin Jones Jr.
Yeah, Lions are moving the ball down the field pretty well in the air. Um, let's see a replay of this. Uh, yeah, it looks like we were in a zone, and I think it was actually was that Gary in coverage.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Lions are moving. Um, Break off a run there for about 5 yards.
yeah, we're about 5 or 6 straight positive plays in a row now.
But
It's
stepping
already
back
in
real
field
quick
goal
to
range.
what you're saying about Stafford, I read a really interesting hypothetical the other day where with the Lions cleaning house with new GM and coach this coming off season and the 49ers potentially parting with Jimmy G, Matt Stafford would be pretty dangerous on that Niners team, I think.
Yeah. Um,
Jesus.
Obviously gave up another poor play. I don't know
Yeah.
who that was in coverage. It might have been Kirksey. Excellent read though. He was looking for that screen pass to his receiver. If you watch on this replay here, maybe it was Gary. Came right down, made Stafford look the other way. No, it wasn't. It was 30, 39. That was probably Chandon Sullivan. Good play by Sullivan. However, poor play by the rest of the secondary on that play. And Detroit is quickly in the red zone.
Yeah, man. Right now, Mohamed Sanu is tearing us up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everything's
That
open.
will get the ball out quick.
Touchdown.
Is that a touchdown?
No, it might be down to one. Well, hey, how about this for a very poor defensive start?
Danny Amendola.
Yeah, he might be.
Playing a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
think he's
zone
probably
right
short.
now. Like even putting our corners closer to the line,
Mm-hmm.
not man on a lot of this. It's a lot of zone, and Stafford is reading it and picking it apart. We're looking at 1st and goal at the 1. They're probably just gonna power it right in. Oh, they did run it up the gut. I think we might have stopped them short.
It appears so. Man, sucks we got to deal with Adrian Pearson back in the division again. Always has career games against the Packers every time. I think Pearson's got more rushing yards against the Packers than any running back does against a single team in NFL history.
Honestly, would not surprise me, man.
Oh, touchdown Hawkinson.
That was not a promising first drive.
Start make some
Defense really
adjustments
didn't make
real quick.
any impact plays. You
Nope.
gotta wonder, man. We've seen it multiple times where we're playing an inferior team. We come out low energy, unprepared,
Mm-hmm.
and it's what is the issue there? Like I can see that happening maybe once a season, but if you don't correct it at that point, there seems to be a serious motivational issue to me.
Not one negative play, not one incomplete pass. Doesn't get much worse than that for an early defensive showing. And if that's how they're going to come out and play, it's going to be a long game for this defense. Real long game. I mean, this could end up very easily being one of the, like, if we want to win, we might have to put up, 40 plus this week.
Well, I mean,
Not
it's
not
certainly
something I really
possible.
want to do, but
It's certainly possible that the offense could have a big outing. I mean, we're pretty healthy right now for the most part. Also, I did see Lions #1 pick cornerback Jeff Okudah. He's out for this game.
ooh, that helps.
Um, so
I
we
mean, didn't really matter too much in the first game. Devontae still took his lunch money, but he's got some more experience since then. I'm sure. He's developed a little bit more, and but still, I wouldn't have assumed that Devontae would have too much trouble with him, at least in this first season. So,
you know
what?
I started looking at career stats the other day
Mhm.
for all-time Packers leaders in receiving touchdowns. Currently, Devontae has got 57. Um, I think he's like #4 on the list.
Mhm.
Jordy is #2 with 69,
Nice.
and then Don Hudson 99. So he's pretty far ahead. But I started really breaking it down and trying to think about the production that Devontae's had, the fact that he's getting better. He's been improving every year. He's also dealt with health issues where maybe that continues, maybe it goes away. But realistically, I mean, I think hands down he's going to pass Jordy. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah.
If he sticks around on a third contract, and if we hold on to Rodgers, you know, right now the debate is like, is it going to be the 2021 season and then he's gone, or maybe we hang on through 22? The longer we hang on to Rodgers, the closer Devontae gets. I think he's got a shot at taking that #1 spot. It'll be a
Oh,
challenge, but
so he's
like the
on.
fact that we're even having this conversation, man, what a player.
If he didn't get hurt, I think I said the other day that he was on pace for like 23 touchdowns or something this year. Now it's a hell of a lot of touchdowns. You can't really expect that year in year out, but I don't think it's unreasonable to expect somewhere between 10 to 15 every year going forward from him. You do the math on that, 3 years. Could take him about 3 years. He could probably be pretty close to there. In about 3 years, he could probably pass Jordy and
See, I
maybe
mean,
towards the tail end
I
of
think
next year.
honestly, I think he passes Jordy next year.
Yeah, if he
But
can stay
see,
healthy, yeah,
to me, it's like it's all about Rodgers because once Jordan Love takes over, assuming that is the course of action, I I think it's a lot to expect of a first year quarterback to throw more than 25
yeah.
touchdowns. And so I would expect Devontae's stats drop with that, and maybe it's more 6 to 8 touchdowns a year.
All right, what's our offensive line looking like today? Elton Jenkins at center, Rick Wagner at right tackle, Billy Turner at right guard, probably Lucas Patrick at left guard, I'm guessing. All right, right off the bat, there's our man Devontae right off the bat.
Man, I do not like those wide receiver screens. Like Devontae made that work. He picked up probably 6 yards, but those plays so rarely have a big impact
Mm-hmm.
and very often get blown up for negative yardage.
Yeah,
Like if
I'd
you
like
want
to
a
see
quick, easy
Lazard
pass to the
have a
receiver,
good
go with
game
a
today.
slant, man. We used to kill with the
Yeah, we
slant.
don't do too many slants, it seems.
2nd and 6, Rodgers in the shotgun. Thinking a run. Oh no, we're gonna pass.
No,
Rodgers looking
he had something,
deep.
but
Oh,
ends up
holy
finding
cow!
St. Brown.
Fires into triple coverage.
Yeah,
EQ brings it down for the
he had
first.
to throw high. Those are risky throws, but good to see EQ with the solid hands on that. I thought for sure he had me like faked on that throw to Jones. I thought that was definitely coming out of his hands there. Nice
Yeah,
throw, nice
it was
grab.
good placement.
Yeah,
Rodgers is probably licking his chops today, thinking, "Hey, man, I'm adding my MVP case today."
he got that single height coverage on this. One-on-one with
Oh,
Devontae. He
Devontae,
might take this.
that
Yeah,
he's going
go
to the
baby,
house.
go!
He's going to the
Touchdown,
house,
Devontae!
dude. Did you see the move he put on him? That was nasty. That should have been a 10, 12-yard gain, and he just juked out the defender, turned on the afterburners, down the field, touchdown.
You know what he did?
Oh man, who is
Show him the
24 on the
guns.
lines? Whoever 24 is, he's in for a long day.
Oh, wow. Is Devontae good as fuck?
You know what that is right there? That is 8 games in a row with at least one receiving touchdown. Devontae Adams now holds the record for the Green Bay Packers
He's
passing
so
down
fucking
yards.
good. We are lucky to have a receiver like Devontae.
Yeah, man. Like honestly, we talk a lot about the upcoming free agents. Obviously, Aaron Jones, Corey Linsley, Kevin King.
Hmm.
I almost wonder if Goody, if he's thinking Devontae right now, and because Devontae he only has his contract through next year,
Hmm.
so you're gonna be thinking about extensions at this point, and he's gonna get a mega deal.
Yeah.
So it would not surprise me if Devontae is priority one, and we end up passing on those other 3 guys
Hmm.
in order to extend Devontae this upcoming offseason.
It wouldn't be an unwise move.
Yeah, man. It's so tough because like in general, history has shown that you don't pay for running backs. It
Yeah.
backfires so often. But when Aaron Jones is not on the field, this is a different offense. We don't have any running back nearly as explosive as him.
And that's no knock on Jamal Williams, who is a hell of a back himself. Does a lot of things right, but he's just not the explosive game-changing back that Aaron Jones is. That's it.
Jamal Williams is a great rotational back. He is not the guy you want to make a bell cow. And we just haven't seen enough of AJ Dillon to tell
He
what kind of
is.
player
We
he's
did
going to be.
activate him from the COVID reserve list this week. It'll be surprising to see if we get him some touches. I believe this is the first time he's been on that COVID list for the last like 4 games, I believe. So he's been out for about a month now, I believe, on that COVID reserve list. So it'll be good to have him back. It'll be good to have him suited up and see if he can't make some waves or something today. Hopefully, get him at least a few touches.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that heading into the stretch run, we're in the last month of the season,
Mhm.
playoffs coming up. I would think that they are going to want to try to keep Aaron Jones somewhat fresh.
Yeah,
So even though Dylan has been out for a while, might not be up to speed. Um, I think we're gonna try to work him in a little more than we had in earlier in the season.
yeah. So with the Vikings loss today, if Green Bay wins this game,
We're gonna
we
bump the
clinch the
division,
NFC
baby.
North. Yep, we'll have clinched the NFC North for I think it's the no, it reset a little while ago. Is it would it be the second? It'd be the second year in a
Yeah,
row.
yeah,
Yep.
because McCarthy didn't get fired winning the NFC North. I can tell you
No.
that.
It was the Vikings, I think. No, the Bears. The
Yeah.
Bears won the division that year. Fucking Bears.
So I did not have the opportunity to see any of the early games today. Um, how was that Vikings Tampa game? What was the final score there?
Um, the final score eludes me a little bit right now. They Minnesota was offensively good. Dan Bailey missed 4 kicks today though.
Oh wow.
Really cost him the game. They left 10 points off the board. He struggled heavily today. That's really the the key to that game is Dan Bailey kind of just blew it for him. Uh,
That probably tanks the Vikings playoff hopes too.
yeah. Chicago won today. They put on a pretty solid defensive performance. Khalil Mack was a game changer for Chicago today.
Yeah, I do
Um,
want to comment real quick on that first down. They did a play action deep shot, and the receiver had Kevin King beat badly. It probably would have been a
yeah,
touchdown, but Stafford just couldn't connect. He kind of overthrew. Um, and now on second, they did a short run, so we're gonna have him in a third and long. But yeah, man, so far the passing game, our coverage has not been good.
no, I feel I feel more confident in like a 3rd and 6 than I do in a 3rd and long this season, which is really messed up.
Well, let's
All right,
see.
they
We'll
send
get
Hawkinson in
Hawkinson in
motion.
motion.
3rd and 6, ball's on the Detroit 23. Shotgun throw,
All right, getting
scrambles
some
out of the
pressure. Kenny
pocket, hits
Clark.
Hawkinson, but it will be
It's
short.
short.
They will be
Okay.
about 3 yards short. That should bring on the punt unit. All right.
Yeah, Kenny Clark actually getting some pressure there. Haven't seen a whole lot of that this season.
Mm-hmm. All right. I like that. He's going to be a problem. That ball might even hit the ground, but
I think he held it.
if they punt, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Um, I think Hawkinson's going to be a problem for us going
Do we
forward.
got Tavin Austin back there returning punts right
I
now?
believe so. Yes, we do. Here we go.
All right,
Tavon
his
Austin's
first game
first.
action as a Packer.
Yep.
Let's see, can he bring some juice to the
He's going to
unit?
be a fair catch
Fair catch. All
and
right.
fielded it cleanly. All right,
Wow,
young man. Good to have
that's
you
more
aboard.
than Darius Shepard gave us.
I have always been a fan of Tavon Austin, even coming out of the draft. I thought that was a really solid pick. I thought he was going to be bigger than what he was. Turned into more of a gadget player, but I've always liked him. Thought that he probably should have been given more opportunities than what he had, but uh, I think he could have if he just like focused on one thing. I think Dallas really tried to like use him maybe too much in too many different roles instead of focusing
Yeah.
him on just like 1 or 2 roles.
Well, also you
Um,
got to think when he was first drafted, he was drafted by the Jeff Fisher Rams, right?
Oh yeah, yep. He was drafted by the
So
Jeff
like
Fisher Rams. Yeah,
he was not really put into a good
yeah,
offensive situation
yeah.
there. Um, and then yeah, he
Hmm.
went to the Cowboys after that.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully you look at guys like Cordell Patterson with the
Mhm.
Bears. He was drafted highly, considered a bust, a disappointment. Um, but he's bounced around the league and he's carved out a good special teams presence for himself. He's
Mhm.
probably the best kick returner in the league. But he had some offensive sub packages. He can catch, he can run. You know, it took him a few teams before he found that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the case with Tavon Austin. Uh, we'll see. More likely than not, he's just a guy. But hey, he was picked number 7 overall. He's got skill, and we're taking a very low risk to check that out.
So I mean, you really can't compare the two, but hold on one second. Um, you can't compare these two different eras and everything, but could Tavon Austin be kind of like a Desmond Howard for us this year? Like come playoff time, like be a game changing guy. Desmond Howard played 1 year in Green Bay and it was a Super Bowl year. Why we never brought him back for a second year? I mean, I have to go back and look into that. But he's always been a journeyman player. Now Tavon Austin kind of is too. Howard never really did too much as a receiver. I think he only caught like 13 or 14 passes that year in Green Bay, but who knows? Come playoff time, one or two big breaks go down in Packer history as a legend, on a potential deep playoff run for us. He could come in handy. I'm hoping so.
Yeah, man. It's certainly the special teams have not been very special so far,
Are we
so
gonna hit
doesn't
Devontae
hurt to
again?
change it
Nope.
up.
All right, MVS. That's a solid play. Actually, I like that play.
Yeah, yeah. MBS picks up a
It,
nice
it's,
first
it's
down
also
on a
like
little dump
literally
off.
it's also literally the shortest like catch I've ever seen MVS, or the shortest route I've ever seen MVS run. That was more like a bubble screen.
That's a weird graphic they're showing with Rogers and Devontae. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. Yeah. All right. Jones hitting that hole.
Lions playing pretty tough on the line there.
Yeah.
They held their ground.
So here's a fun little stat that I actually saw the other day. How many career interceptions do you think Aaron Rodgers has right now in his 15 years? I think it's 15 years.
88, right?
He has got 88. Yeah, not bad. Did we talk about this last week?
No, but I've seen that stat
Yeah,
shown
88 at the
several
moment.
times.
Farvey with 336 INTs over just a few more seasons beyond that. That's amazing. Like
You know what's
the
really amazing to
disparity.
think about? The rate that Rogers throws interceptions. In recent years, he might throw two, three, four, five, something like that. If he keeps up that rate, there is a legit possibility he could retire with fewer than 100 career interceptions.
I
He
think it depends on
probably
how
passes
long he
it.
wants to play for, but yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
he's
you got to
got
think
what, 3 this year right now? Or four?
four, I think, because he had
Four.
two in the Tampa game alone.
I know Mahomes was doing a really good job of keeping his INTs down. I think he was only at
Third,
3, but he
third
actually
and
or two.
four, third and four. Rogers taking off,
Got
picks
it.
up the
Nice.
first.
I believe Mahomes threw 3 picks today. So
Really?
yeah, yep, threw 3 picks against
Who
my.
who
Did
were
you
they
know
playing?
Dolphins? So
Dolphins defense is pretty nasty,
yeah,
man.
I found out that they were doing some talking today on the broadcast. Xavier Howard, their premier corner, has 5 straight games with an interception, and he's got
Holy cow.
9 on the season.
That's
9 interceptions on
that's
the
pretty
season.
wild, man.
Yeah. All right, so we got 1st and 10. Rodgers with the scramble. Green Bay's making some hay. We're in Detroit territory. Probably gonna be a handoff. It is. Looking like Jamal Williams picking up about 4 yards. Pretty solid run.
Before that Williams handoff, they actually showed kind of an interesting stat on the broadcast here. Uh, they said that Rodgers has only scrambled 14 times this season, seventh fewest in the league. That's kind of surprising for a guy with his athleticism. I mean, I know he's older, not quite as fast as he used to be, but he's still a lot faster than many quarterbacks, I
Yeah.
think. So that just goes to show you how well the line has been playing all year long.
Yep. All right, we got
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Another handoff.
Williams.
Pretty solid run. It's going to be about 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
Rodgers, a very solid 5 for 5, 88 yards on a TD so far in this first quarter. Oh, 3rd and 1. All right. I just saw that little stat about Allen Robinson having like nine catches over 100 yards and a touchdown today. As good as Devontae is, and I love having him, boy, it would have been real nice having Allen Robinson, opposite of him in this offense too. I mean, he could have
Ooh, we
got that
run
first
it on
down,
3rd
3rd
and
and
short
1,
and
run it
make
with
it.
Jamal Williams, pick up that first.
That's kind of a rare call for us running
Mhm.
it on 3rd and short. We've been
Yeah,
much more likely to pass
I
in those
I feel
situations.
like if they would have stuffed him, we probably would have went for it though on that 4th down. Maybe. I mean, we're up pretty close to the 50 still, but
Dude, LaFleur has been by far the most aggressive 4th down coach in the league this year.
yeah,
Like,
easily.
not even close.
You did see the big man in KC go for it on 4th down though today. I was a little like, whew. Game was on the line. It was like a 6-point game with like 3 minutes to go in the game, and they went for it on 4th and 1, and they picked it up to seal the deal. It was amazing. It was a tough call. Wow, did you see Aaron Jones with the
Just
get off
shedding that
me?
tackle.
He's like, get off me.
And
What a beast.
for a smaller guy, he really is pretty good at shedding tackles.
Yeah, he is. All right, let's see this again. This is nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't try to tackle Aaron Jones high.
I believe in on the tackle though was Jamie Collins, former Patriot, former Brown.
And it's going to be interesting to see. I'll wait for the 2nd and 5 here.
Nice play call. I do like
Yeah,
that.
little
St.
dump off.
Brown with a couple of grabs in this first quarter. I like it.
Yeah,
Getting him involved early. We should have about one more play. I do anticipate probably a run. 1st and 10, and it should take us to the end of the first quarter. Green Bay, despite the 7-7 game, Green Bay's playing pretty well. I think it's imperative to come out of this drive with some points. Absolutely, like touchdown would be nice, but at least any 4 points, keep this momentum going.
yeah. I mean, certainly the way that the defense played on the first series,
Mm-hmm.
and then they kind of got lucky on the second series. We got to keep scoring.
Oh, we do
And
throw it. It's Devontae
Rodgers
with
goes
a
to the
first down.
who else? First down. First down. Man, Devontae is dangerous when he catches those passes over the middle. We don't
Mm-hmm.
seem to hit him up a lot over the middle, but whenever we do, like he's just always like he's ready to just take it to the house. Like he can
Right.
make this. But yeah, I was thinking it's gonna be interesting this offseason between the Lions and the Bears. Obviously the Lions have already
Mm-hmm.
fired their head coach and GM. The Bears, short of a playoff miracle, they're probably cleaning house. Um, who do you think is going to be in a better situation there? If you were going to be a new GM or head coach, which franchise would you want to take over?
In the NFC North, besides the Packers, is that what you're asking me?
Well, specifically between the Bears and Lions, because I think both of them are going to be looking for new people.
You're asking me if I would want to take over the Chicago Bears franchise?
I'm asking you to try to be an objective outside observer with no allegiances. Eagles just take the lead on the Saints. They had a 4th and 2 and pass for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts.
God, It's a great question. I'm gonna probably Chicago, just based on the defense alone. Um,
But
I
I mean,
don't.
they've got a lot
So
of money invested in that defense, and it's
yeah,
affecting their performance.
Detroit's got some good young offensive talent too. In Galladay and Swift, two players that they can kind of build around. Um, they do have that really good offensive lineman too that they just drafted. I keep wanting to say Tyler Lewan, but that's Tennessee. But um, he's fine. So Detroit's definitely got the better young offense. They do got Okuda there on the defensive end. Uh,
See,
they got
I think if
they
you're in a
clearly got the better quarterback.
yeah, if
Um,
you're in a win now situation, I probably go Chicago just because they do have more defensive pieces. Nick Foles hasn't proven to be a great starter, but you've at least got someone with experience who can be a backup, maybe coach up a rookie. Whereas Lions, I almost think that might be a better long term proposition where they could, if they trade Stafford, you could get, they could be building up a lot of draft capital and get a very cheap young team. And you probably have more leeway to make your own calls and a little bit more rope. Uh,
Handoff Jones doesn't really get much. I would agree with that.
but I mean, at the end of the day, they're both trash franchises. So
Fuck the Bears. Chicago still sucks. So is Detroit.
and
It will be
I
interesting
just
what they do in Philly with Wentz. He has basically an untradeable contract. It is insane. Like if they can't trade or cut him. It's like a $40 million penalty if they do either.
if they want to stick with Jalen Hurts, I bet you Wentz is willing to renegotiate his deal to move somewhere else and get a fresh start. Touchdown!
Touchdown,
Yeah,
MBS! Yeah.
that was exactly the sort of play that MBS needs to be making and growing as a receiver. That was completely contested, tight coverage. He had to turn his body, caught with his hands, held onto it.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't
What a
seen that
great.
from MBS very often.
Let's give credit to Rodgers too, putting the ball right where he needed to for MVS to make a play. And I'll give that young man credit. That's a ball that I feel like he would have dropped, 9 times out of 10. But good
that,
grab there.
that was a
Rodgers
hell of
still keeping the trust in him.
a yeah. I'm curious how many touchdowns he's got on the year. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Okay. Um, he is like a top 5 receiver in some stat. I think it's like catches over like 30 yards or something like that. Since like over the last 2 years, he's like third or fourth. But again, he's been a pretty one-dimensional player. That's all we really have him do is just kind of go deep, take top off defense. So
Yeah, and the thing is, like he's a big physical guy. Like there's
he's
no
big and
reason.
fast. He is big and fast. He can high point the ball well.
Yeah, like there's no reason that he has to exclusively be a deep threat. Like he
He just
could.
has to work it on his hands. He's got to be
Yeah.
more consistent. Consistency is his issue.
So let's take a look here.
Hey, that's a perfect drive right there. Like that. Big fan of that.
So yeah, wow, MVS. So I'm looking at ESPN right now, and frankly, I doubt they've updated the touchdown that just happened.
Hmm.
Um, 8 touchdowns on the year. So if the one that he just caught doesn't count, that brings him up to 9 on the year.
Not bad.
Yeah, man. Honestly, that's
Not bad.
better than I would have expected.
Same.
Man, it's it is so fun to watch Aaron Rodgers having this resurgence
Hey,
here.
what a start. Back to back opening drive touchdowns. Rodgers throws 2 more, brings I think he's on pace to have his highest TD season of his career. Hmm.
That would be something, man.
You know what? You look that up. I'm gonna look this up now.
Because what his highest ever was 45, right?
Yes. So he did have 45 touchdowns in let's see here. Those would be 2020 games.
I think it was his
Mm,
2014 and when he had
he had 45 in 2011 when we went
oh,
15-1.
okay.
And
Wait, what about the 2014 season? How many did he have there?
2014 he had 38,
38. Okay.
and in
Whatever his brother
2016
had.
he had 40.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I don't believe this is what I'm looking at here is counting the two he had today. So I will add them in. Adding in those two touchdowns, he should be at 38 right now. So he is 7 touchdowns short of his career high, and we still have 3 games to go in the season. It's not too
Oh,
far-fetched
three
to believe he
and a half.
might not have a couple more, in this game to bring it down to 5 or so.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Very reasonable. So, uh,
I would
the
say
year,
like
yeah, the year 2011, he had 4,600 yards passing, 45 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think he's going to get to the yardage. He's currently at about 3,400. Uh, I guess it's doable, but he's got to have between 300 and 400 yard games consistently the rest of the season and every game to
I'll
close
take
to that.
touchdown yardage any day.
Yeah, for sure. Um, he's got 4 interceptions on the season here, so on year 2. So, um,
That's Stafford
yeah.
trotting
All
back.
right. Lions got the ball, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 25. Handoff to Swift. Yep,
Yeah, I mean,
for
this is
about
gonna be
4.
the Lions' game plan. Like they need to keep us honest with the run,
Yeah.
because they are gonna try to live and die off of play action.
Um, just forewarn you because we play them in a couple weeks. Don't look up and see what Derrick Henry did today. Just don't do it. Just do yourself a favor and don't look. We're
Oh
gonna.
man, you're making me curious now. I gotta look now.
It's not good.
Who were they playing today?
Um,
Holy shit, man! The end around to the wide receiver picks up probably 15, 20
yeah. You
yards.
know what? Those never work for us, and they always seem to work well against us.
In general, we don't have great edge discipline.
They played the Jaguars today.
Oh well. Well, I mean, shouldn't say anything. The Jaguars gave us a run for our money a few games back.
I'll give you a spoiler alert. Alert. He had 215 yards rushing today.
Damn it, he is a beast.
Yeah, he might double that against our bad run defense too. Man, Hawkinson has been an issue. They must have seen something on tape that just screamed exploit him with the tight end.
Dude, honestly, Stafford is dishing the ball around. Like
Yeah.
it's the whole secondary is just not covering well,
Hmm.
and that's another zone. As the linebacker handed him off to King, and King couldn't get there fast enough. And they're already past midfield, man.
Yeah, they're in
This
Green Bay
this is
territory.
shaping up to be a barn burner.
Yeah. All right, that was a pretty good stop, Dean Lowry. That was a good way to shut off your blocker, make a good play, minimal gain, 2 yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Dude, honestly, I don't think the Lions really care that much if we're stopping the runs for 2 or 3 yards. I think they're doing it entirely to set up the play action where
Hmm.
they're just shredding us.
All right, Stafford back to pass. Oh, come on. He goes down, Dean Lowry with the sack.
Dean
Yeah.
Lowry. Wow, man. When's the last time he had a sack?
Every time. That's my new move. Oh, that's my new move.
Let's see. He's working against the guard. Oh, wow, yeah, the guard kind of fell
So I,
down.
I got a little nervous because he kind of
What
pushes
the
him,
hell
and
was
Stafford's
that?
like, well, because you got it. Linemen are so paranoid about getting roughing the passer calls these days.
Dude, pushing the quarterback is not he is lucky Stafford didn't get out of that and
Well, if
launch.
it was any other scrambling, if that was Hurts last week, boom, 30-yard run. Oh, come on, get
Gary's
the Gary.
on the pressure.
Yeah,
There we go.
Rashawn Gary. Yeah.
Gary's been coming on the past couple games, man. He's starting to pick up his game a little bit.
He might have more sacks than Z does. He might lead the defense in sacks.
I think Z's still in the lead, man. You got to remember, like Z had like a 3-sack game against Atlanta. He's had several like clutch sacks for us. It's been a quiet year compared to last year, but I still think he's
True.
in the lead.
Well, good thing we got the internet right at our fingertips right here.
Lions punt the ball. Those sacks were big, man, because they were past midfield. They might have gone for it on fourth if we didn't get those sacks. So big stepping up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's his 10.5 sacks right now. Rashawn Gary's at 5 right now. Man, it seems like he's got more than 5 sacks though this year.
Yeah, I mean I think he's been picking up his game recently.
He had like a bum ankle for most of the season.
That didn't really close with the sack, but he put on pressure.
Yeah.
Shall we do some predictions for the game?
Yeah.
I don't know why we always do this in like the second quarter.
Well, we might have to start switching to like second half predictions here if we keep going any later. All right. Well, my original prediction, if we were done this sooner, was that Devontae Adams is going to have a touchdown in the first drive. So I had that one right. And then I probably would have said MBS got a touchdown on the second drive, and I got that one right. So I'm 2 for 2.
Kind of a reversal of roles, though. You know, Devontae had the long touchdown. MBS had the tough catch down in the red zone.
Well, these are bold predictions, right? So I'm going to go with the defense makes the necessary halftime adjustments, and we keep Detroit to single-digit points in the second half, like points scored in the second half.
That's pretty bold. I don't know if I have that much faith in the defense, but I will predict that we snag an interception today.
Yeah, you have an idea who it might be?
Dude,
Bless you.
I know he never gets them because the offenses throw away from him so often, but I just got a feeling. I'm going to say Jair Alexander grabs a pick today.
All right. Adrian Peterson doesn't have a touchdown in this game.
Okay.
He always seems to do well against us, even though he's probably like second on the depth chart with Swift back. I don't know. He always just seems to find a way.
All right. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers has 5 touchdowns today.
Nice. I was going to make a comment about Rodgers at some point. Big Bob's got a touchdown today. Add Sue's touchdown total.
I like that. I like that one. We start with a little run up the gut, couple yards.
Is that 3 for us each?
I will say that the defense puts us in a fourth quarter position where the Lions are in potential comeback mode. I think we're probably going to pull ahead by 2 scores at some point, but the defense is going to let up and the Lions get back in the game.
I'm going to go with Rashawn Gary's not done yet. He gets another sack by the end of the game.
All right. Is that MBS again?
Sure is.
Yeah, man. We're kind of working him in on those short out routes.
Yeah.
Having success there.
You got to tie a shoe. You got one final bold prediction for us to end it at 5?
Aaron Jones is held under 70 yards rushing.
All right. Oh, wait, there's my camera. That's the number of sacks Aaron Rodgers takes today.
Okay.
Nice hole. Way to find that hole. It's got to be Jamal, I think.
Jamal. Yep.
I just want to throw this out there. Jamal Williams did not have dreads like that earlier. Like, is that new? Those dreads look a little Derrick Henry like.
He had dreads last year. They were just short.
Like that? He looks like he's got some really long dreads right now.
I don't know. Maybe he's got extensions.
Why? I don't know, man. It just seems like he looks a little bit different. Like those dreads are a lot longer than what they were. Now I want to look up
That
Jamal
was,
Williams pictures and see.
I don't. Okay, that was Williams who just ran. I thought they had someone else in there. Yeah, this is a tough run by Williams. Picks up the first. You know, is it just me or does it seem like this offense is more willing to run the ball with Williams in there than Jones?
Yeah, it might be.
Like, I mean, Jones is the superior receiver, but it's not like we ever really passed to him that much.
All right, yeah, those are definitely different, dude. He did something different. I'm gonna do a little screen share with you here and just show you.
Oh,
Doesn't count as a sack.
yeah, you came real close to blowing
There.
that one.
There you go. So yeah, Jamal Williams had those like shoulder length dreads, but they were like bleached at the tips.
Yeah.
Kind of just like Aaron Jones. He's kind of got almost like a Derrick Henry type look going on now with like long dreads that kind of go down. That's
Yeah,
a different look for him.
I don't know how that would happen so fast, man.
It's got to be extensions, as you said. Put
I didn't know
extensions
they
in.
were a thing. Someone's gonna grab the dreads trying to tap.
Yeah, and they're not bleached anymore. They're not bleached.
Play action. Rodgers. Was that Devontae he's going to?
Yeah, it was. So Rodgers has been insanely efficient in this game. I think that's 10 for 10 or 9 for 9 now. How do you give Devontae that much?
Yeah, especially
That
when
much cushion.
Like,
Wait, was that third down?
I thought that was
Okay, no, this is third down.
35.
Rodgers looked a little peeved, like it was third down and he didn't get it. But all right, 3rd and 5.
Let's see. Who do you think Rodgers is going to here?
Let's see who's out there. MVS. I think goes.
I'm gonna say MVS.
Nope, we got flag. Probably false start on the offense. Defense. Oh, come on, man. Don't tug on my heartstrings like that. Fucking zebra.
Point in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Call a false start on
I'm
David
back.
Bakhtiari. He doesn't get too many of them.
Have you seen the gifs and the memes on David Bakhtiari's like sprint down the field on that Aaron Jones run last week? Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, he showed some hustle on that play.
Ooh, that was a good play on the defender. Going to Lazard, 4th and 10.
Lazard has been incredibly efficient for us on third downs.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's just that is sticky coverage.
Yeah, it's just good coverage.
I
was kind of hoping that they'd get some type of taunting penalty or something going on there when he got up, kind of talking his crap. But all right, we got JK. You're in a nice air-conditioned, heated building. You should have a good punt. JK's been a problem this year. He is not having a good when you draft a kicker, he better be a Pro Bowl kicker from like year one.
Yeah.
The punter, I mean.
Surprise me to see them bring in competition next year. But I mean, the thing is, they've already spent a draft kick or a draft pick on a punter. I doubt they spent another, so it's probably going to be an undrafted guy or a vet.
Yeah. I feel like our punting game we haven't really had a good punter since I know Vogel had an okay season for us that like 1 year we had him, but I feel like we haven't really had a good punter
Battle.
since Bidwell.
Yeah. And also John Ryan. We had John Ryan, and
Oh
then
yeah,
he
we
went.
did have John Ryan. Okay. Yep, that's right. Ever since John Ryan
Yeah, I don't know why we let him go, man. He went to Seattle,
came
and he
became a
didn't.
perennial Pro Bowl punter. I don't know, Dan, because we're the Green Bay Packers and we just don't care about special teams in Green Bay.
Which
Haven't since '96.
it's so ironic when you consider the role of special teams on that '96 Super Bowl
Yeah.
team. But yeah, man, and especially when you look around, like within our own division, Chicago has been a team that for the past 20 years at least they've put high priority on special teams and consistently been one of the best in the league. Um, and it's burned us in games against Chicago. You would think that our front office would look at that and say, hey, maybe we should care about special teams a little more.
You would think. You would think, man. So if you wanted to see that David Bach
Bring it up, baby. Screen share.
love, well, it's actually on Instagram. So you'd have to if you have an Instagram, go to the Packers official Instagram feed and watch their story. And they literally have him like running like next to a cheetah. Like it's amazing. And they're really having a lot of fun with it. I'll give him credit though, man. He's got some wheels. He like kept pace with Aaron Jones running down that field to like make some blocks at the end. Now he looked like out of his element doing it, but it
Dude,
was what it was.
it is so crazy to think that David Bakhtiari was a fourth round pick who came in as a rookie, started, never looked back, and I would argue has hit well on his way to the
Fuck.
Hall.
False or encroachment on defense. Stop pointing Adrian Pearson. We know whose fucking fault. No, it was on the offense. Yeah. Fuck you, Pearson.
All right. Game has slowed down a little bit from
Yeah, we're at kind of a dull roar right now.
I think both teams are
And
settled
you know what?
a
I
bit.
I I just got a bird's eye view of Amos, and I just keep thinking about how I never really hear about Amos
Come
being a punter.
on.
And there's Swift with a first down on a screen.
Do you
What?
ever see our screens blocked that well? He
No.
wasn't touched for 20 yards.
I feel like Aaron Jones's rookie year, he had a couple plays where he kind of broke some screens, and I was like, oh, we got a playmaker there with Aaron Jones on the screens. But we don't really do that with Aaron Jones anymore. So
Dude, it just boggles my mind that we don't use Jones more in the pass game.
he's an awesome catcher. Oh my God, another flag. Free play for Detroit probably. Yep.
Oh,
Thank God. Actually, they did not throw a flag.
man, that was close.
Yep. Nah, and there goes the flag. It's a late flag.
Late flag. Are they going to call this pass interference?
Really? You call it after the play is over? They
Yeah,
called it after the play was over.
I don't know if I've ever seen an offsides called that late. It's clearly it was offsides. But geez, man, they are attacking King on the deep shots,
They
and
must have seen something on tape for him, but
like it's been
yeah.
there. Stafford just hasn't connected.
And for King,
It was a
King.
nice, it was a nice play design by
It
Detroit.
was a it was a valiant try, but you weigh 120 pounds wet. Like you can't just like throw your shoulder into them. You're just gonna bounce off like a raindrop, man. Just you gotta wrap them up. Go for the legs. Use your arms. Man, it's tough being a Packer fan sometimes.
God, Kirksey is such a bum.
He
I
is
just
not
saw
he is not fit in with this defense like Blake Martinez did. And that I'm not saying that Blake Martinez like set the world on fire. Like there's a reason we let him go too, which speaks volumes for Kirksey. Like
the
he was
thing
supposed to
is,
be an upgrade
he was
and he
brought
feels like a downgrade.
he was brought in specifically as a Mike Pettin guy. He played for Pettin before in Cleveland, and they looked past other better inside linebackers in free agency, and they said we're gonna bringing in Kirksey, and he's done nothing this year, man.
Imagine this defense with an all-pro inside linebacker on it. How much better could this defense be if the middle of your defense has an all-pro linebacker? Everything gets better. I think every player around him raises their game even more. I mean, I think that's what this defense is lacking. Really, is that all-pro inside linebacker.
Uh, I would say before that, my main priority would be defensive line. You got to get someone to pair with Kenny Clark. It's one guy's not
I
enough.
think I do think an all-pro inside linebacker would make up for a lot of it, especially on like the runs, like those like
Yeah.
you put like a Luke Kuechly in there. He's stopping those like inside runs when Clark doesn't get to him.
I always put defensive line first because I remember there were a couple years where even Ray Lewis, the great Ray
Flea
Lewis,
flicker, free flicker. I
that's
really fucked up saying that flea
that's
flicker, but
right. Who the hell was
Clark
he?
got back there. You see Clark putting that pressure on? It's the best play I've seen him make in 5 weeks.
I want to see who he was throwing to. That looked like intentional grounding to me.
There was Peterson right there.
Yeah, but Peterson was a blocker on that play. He was not turning around looking
I
for the.
think he's still an eligible receiver though. I think he would. I think he could go back out and catch a pass. All right, 2nd and 10. Stafford back to throw, screen pass, and they're going to pick up first down and more. And another. Oh. Hi.
Dude, they're killing us on these screens.
Oh.
I as I watched it develop, I just knew that was going to be a huge gain. Like,
Well,
look at
those are two screens that have worked to perfection for Detroit, and it's when we've had them dead to rights, like 1st and 15, 2nd and 10. Boom.
dude. Did you see that? Nobody was within 20 yards of Peterson.
I know.
He had
They're
3
they're
blind
gonna
spots.
start doing that going forward now.
Like, we never get that when we run screens.
And there's a screen again. They're
They're
gonna
gonna
keep.
keep doing it until we stop it.
So if I am Daryl Bevel, I am gonna keep running screens until they try to stop it. At which point, when they try to stop it, they're gonna have to commit players up front. That's when they're gonna go deep.
Yep.
Probably Hawkins. And now I would probably refrain from the corners, but I'm sending like Hawkinson on just like
No,
a
man.
straight
They're
fly.
going after King. They've been going after King all game, and he has not shown that he's not sticking with the coverage. Stafford just missing the throws. As soon as they connect on one, it's going to be a touchdown.
Thank God. Thank God. Good stop finally. 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9.
Now Detroit is running right now because they're thinking they want to eat up the clock and not give the ball back to Rodgers.
Correct. And then you have all 3 timeouts too. They have plenty of time. I think Detroit going into halftime tied 14-14 would be a dream scenario for Detroit going in. So
Dude, and honestly, like so far this season, LaFleur has been oddly conservative at the end of the half. Like
yeah.
usually ultra aggressive coach, end of the half, he has not shown a willingness to go for the touchdown.
Well, this is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. If you're Green Bay, do you start using timeouts right now to like try to like get the ball back with a decent amount of time for? I mean, I don't
I
know.
absolutely would. To me, it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to score here. So you want to buy your offense some time to try to bandage the bleeding.
Yeah. So we got a 2-minute warning here. We usually do a terrible fucking job of covering everything during halftime in time because we talk about so much shit and then we just go off on random tangents, which is fine. But I'll probably just give you guys some updates around the league. Right now, by the time you guys watch this video, you're gonna fucking know what the outcome is anyway. But whatever, we need something to talk about, right? Colts and the Raiders. Colts are up 17-14 on the Raiders. The Seahawks are up 17-3 on the Jets. Surprise there. I figured that the Seahawks would probably be up about 65-0 at this moment against the Jets, but seem to be doing pretty good so
Do you
far,
think
all
the
things
Jets go
considered.
0-16?
What's that?
Do you think the Jets go 0-16?
Man, I feel like it's harder to go 0-16 than it is like anything else, but
Dude,
they
I gotta
might.
look.
I would have to look at the rest of their schedule.
Yeah, I'm looking right now, man. Because like I feel like they probably squeak out one win somewhere, but
Well,
I don't know, man.
they had was it the Patriots? Well, they had the Patriots like or the Falcons. I don't know, like
No,
1 or 2 weeks ago.
Raiders and the Raiders
Raiders.
went
They had them
last
dead to rights, but Greg Williams got himself fired because he sent all out blitz that turned into a touchdown for him. So I don't know
Oh, wow, dude. I think Jets are going 0-16, man.
who they
They're
got coming up.
they're playing the Seahawks today. Then they got the Rams, the Browns, and they close at the Patriots. Patriots are going to be their best shot, but I don't think Bill Belichick. I think he's going to just savor the opportunity to send a division rival to 0
Well, if you're Trevor Lawrence, who's supposed to be like the next Andrew Luck of quarterbacks in this draft, do you even go pro if you got to play for the Jets?
I would not want to play for the Jets. What a joke franchise. When's the last time the Jets were relevant in any way?
I
Like,
have
I
no
don't even
idea.
care about Mark Sanchez and the AFC Championship game.
Uh,
Anyone really believe they'd be a
I
Super
think
Bowl?
you got to go back to Joe Namath.
Uh, let's see. Okay. All right. They were just on the broadcast showing a replay of Aaron Jones'
I saw
touchdown.
that. Yeah. Did you see Bach?
When I glanced at it, I'm like, oh, Jesus, are we scoring a touchdown somehow?
I was really hoping you would watch Bach on that.
Yep, they're gonna run this. I mean,
Is
maybe
this
we
gonna be
hold
holding
them.
on the offense? I hope it's holding on the offense. It is. Good job. All right, it's gonna be second and 10 or first and 10? Or I'm not 10.
Yeah,
Second and 20 or first and 20?
first and 20, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, holding for sure on Z
But now they're in a
and
situation
King.
where they kind of have to pass if they want a shot at the touchdown. So we might get away without
Our
some.
run defense has been okay in this first half.
I don't think it's the defense that
Okay.
makes plays though, man. I think it's the Lions shooting themselves in the foot.
Get there. Oh man. Flag again. Probably on defense though. It came from the secondary.
Man, they go right back to Hawkinson.
He's gonna have himself a game. He's gonna have a career game.
He's got to have like what, probably 6 catches already.
Yeah, he could. Nice. Give him a first down. Did they just say
I wonder why
declined?
the refs take their mask off when they're announcing stuff. Like you can't talk through the mask. You got a microphone in front of your face, you dummy.
Right.
Sullivan,
Oh, come on. That's ticky tack.
that was ticky tack.
Come
I
on.
don't like us putting Sullivan on Hawkinson though. I don't like that matchup at all.
Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. You
We
gotta
should
do
be putting
better.
Savage on Hawkinson.
Timeout, Green Bay. Yep, Green Bay uses the first timeout. All right, while we're waiting through this timeout, kind of blow through some other crap here. Eagles are up 10-0 on the Saints, and that's a huge game for us. We need Philly to come out
That
with
is
that dub.
huge.
Falcons and the Chargers. It's kind of meaningless to us. Packer purposes, but Falcons are up 17-10. And the 49ers are up 7-0 on Washington. I still don't think that bears too much, but I think I would prefer Washington to win that game because I think San Francisco is still technically in the playoff hunt. So I'd
You know,
like
dude,
probably Washington
honestly,
too.
like this is one situation where I'm going to step back from Packers' interest. I want Washington to win their division just so Alex Smith can like really solidify his comeback player of the year bid.
Did you see that smack on Stafford?
I did.
Patton with the inside linebacker blitz, fucking lights up Stafford. Stafford got the ball out, but wow, did he take a lick? Who was that? Is that Barnes?
No, that's Martin, I think.
Boom!
Yeah, he
Boom! Yeah!
leveled
That's
him.
what I like to see.
Yeah, that was 54. So that it's either Chris Barnes or Kamal Martin. I think it's
Laying the hit stick.
all right. So 2nd and 10.
No, you gotta make the
Come
tackle.
on.
And that's gonna be a first down.
So that was Kirksey was the first. He was the guy in coverage, and he misses the tackle. I didn't see who cleaned up with the second tackle. Dude, Kirksey is just—he's a liability, man. It was such a mistake signing.
Do you think he's one and done with us?
I think so. We saved $6 million by cutting him next year. And I had high hopes for him, man. He had some good seasons in Cleveland before he got hurt. I hope, maybe he could revive his career here, but he must have lost something with the injuries.
Well, I mean, there've been some pretty significant injuries. So 1st and goal, I think it's about inevitable that they're probably going to get some points out of us at this point, barring some offensive mistake. It's not really going to leave much time for Green Bay to do much either. So
Yeah, I mean we're not going to have any timeouts if we get the ball back.
we have one timeout right now.
Yeah, we're going to end up
And they're gonna probably call a run, couple runs, hoping to eat this clock up too. So
that's
here's a
exactly.
run. Yep.
Yep. And they get good push. They probably pick up 4 yards on that run.
Yeah. All right. So
Up to the 2-yard line.
there's a decent chance this goes into half at 14-14, which is not what you would like. I was expecting 21-7.
They're just gonna run it, man. They're just gonna keep running it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're trying. We called our last timeout right now, and we're gonna go timeout. With that done, so those are all the current games. The Bears beat up on the Texans 36-7.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The Cowboys beat up on the Bengals 30-7. The Chiefs squeak out a dub against the Dolphins 33-27.
And you said
Miami's got themselves a team.
That game?
Yep. Cardinals beat the Giants 26-7.
Can we just stop and appreciate if Patrick Mahomes throws 3 interceptions and they still win the game? What do you got to do to beat the Chiefs, man? So far, the only team that's done it was the Raiders, and they had to put up over 40 points. That seems to be the only path to do it. You got to score 40 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe Mahomes probably threw like a pick or two in that game too. So yeah, it's also crazy to believe the Raiders are the only team that's been able to beat the Chiefs so far. I'm just glad they're not in our division or conference. I mean, good luck beating them. Hey, good luck Pittsburgh. Good luck. I mean, they played Miami, who's a legitimate playoff team right now. Miami couldn't do it, so good luck Miami. Good luck Pittsburgh. Good luck Buffalo. Good luck Browns. I mean, all those teams. How do you beat Pat Mahomes?
If we make it to the Super Bowl, I do not want to be facing the Chiefs.
No, I don't think any team does.
Rodgers versus Mahomes, but I would feel much more comfortable facing any other AFC team.
Take a look around the league. If you're at the AFC teams only, what AFC team do you think has the best chance of beating Kansas City in the playoffs?
Oh, it's got to be the Steelers, man. Their defense is far and away the best in the league.
Yeah.
Their pressure stats are wow. Eagles breaking off a touchdown run here to go up 17-0 on the Saints.
Is that Sanders? Yep, that's Miles Sanders.
Yeah, 17-0 before the half.
Wow. We like that.
Yeah, man. But yeah, dude, it's I think that Steelers defense is pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Um, but the thing is, their offense is capable of making mistakes. So I would rather face the Steelers than the Chiefs because the Chiefs, Mahomes is the sort of player who he can just completely take over a game and transcend.
Second and goal. That's a touchdown.
The
Is
Peterson
that
that they
fucking Peterson too? Swift.
no DeAndre Swift. Okay. 14-4. Well, they got to get the extra point, but it's going to be 14-14. We do have a minute and a half, though. No
Yeah.
timeouts.
I think it's enough. No, we gotta get some positive plays on this on the first two plays. But I think we can come out of this with a field goal. Sorry, I like had like a brief pause in my speech because my brain just like thought about something completely different, and this is how random my brain works. I literally stopped mid-sentence because the thought popped in my head that I could really go for some goddamn barbecue right now. Like that's the thought that came through my head. I was like, damn, it's been a long
Like
time since I had some really good
nice
barbecue.
rack of ribs.
Yeah, or like some like really good pulled pork. Like, well, you're from upstate New York, so you know you got like the sticky lips or the Dino barbecue or the limp lizard. Like,
What the hell's a
man,
limp lizard? I never heard of that.
oh, you haven't had limp lizard, man, you're missing out. It's
Where is
delicious, dude.
lizard?
It's just like Dino barbecue or sticky lips, same thing.
Where is it though?
Oh, Syracuse area.
Syracuse. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, I love me some dinosaur barbecue.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I never heard of the limp lizard.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to start doing that here soon. I haven't had it in about a year, I think, without any of that. So
God,
anyway, what?
you
Anyway,
got me
the
hungry now thinking about barbecue.
my bad, dude, my bad. Hey man, how about some cornbread? There's some mac and cheese go with that. Some some of them garlic mashed taters with the gravy.
Dude, that Dino barbecue mac and cheese is something else. If
Oh
that
yeah.
meat's in there.
All right. Before I just like really my stomach starts eating itself, I'll continue to go through. Cardinals beat the Giants today, 26-7. The Bucks beat the Vikings 26-14. The Broncos beat the Panthers 32-27, and the
Was
Titans.
McCaffrey back?
What's that?
Was McCaffrey back for the Panthers?
No, they. So McCaffrey hurt his quad last week. So with that being said, there is a chance that with the Panthers losing this week, why risk McCaffrey? I think Panthers are just about out of the playoff race.
Yeah.
So McCaffrey's hurt his shoulder. He's had high ankle sprain, and last week of practice he had some type of a quad injury. I don't know
Man,
how
this is a rough
serious.
year for him.
Just now, if I'm the Panthers, I'm shutting them down for the year. You're not like, what are you playing for? Like, save him for next year. Um,
Yeah, it's
but
really unfortunate though when you look at the running backs across the league. You know, McCaffrey has been banged up for the majority of the year. Saquon Barkley out for the year. I think like what back in week 2 or something. Um, you know, a lot of the best running backs in the league have been hurt this year, and you know that it gives you a little more doubt. Like, do you pay Aaron Jones when these running backs? Ooh, they're revealing the score on this.
I was just looking at that, and I was like, that knee looked down, but they gave him the touchdown,
Yeah. Well, probably
which
better.
is
And
probably fine because they were going to probably score one anyway, right?
yeah,
So at least gives us a chance to get some points, and we get
yeah.
the ball back after half.
Minute and a half. I mean, this you gotta hope we get a field goal out of
Right.
this. Man, can you like I don't know what just made me think of this, but can you imagine this offense if we had found a way to get Justin Jefferson in the first round this year?
I've been saying it all year long. I believe that was our target. I think that's who we wanted and we were hoping would fall to us. I mean, it just didn't happen, but damn, wish it did though. How good is he though this year as a rookie?
Dude,
I
it's
think he's
crazy.
similar to
Like
he's put up like almost like Randy Moss type
yeah,
numbers.
no, he's in that same company of Randy Moss's rookie season right
Yeah,
now, and it's crazy to think like I can remember all the mock drafts and stuff back in the off season. Like some people were rating him as like the fifth receiver. He's clearly the best receiver in this draft so far.
and he was taken like third or fourth in the receiver list, I think. So
Well, yeah, because they went Henry Ruggs, Jerry Judy, C.D. Lamb.
and then Jefferson,
I think Rieger might have gone before
Rieger.
that.
Yeah, I think Rieger. So he was the fifth receiver taken,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
and then Claypool went in second. He's been balling out too. Where did T Higgins go? T Higgins been
T.
like
Higgins, first
quietly
pick
been
of the
playing
second.
really good in Cincy.
He was the first pick of the second round. Yeah.
Could have had T Higgins too. That would have been cool.
Rodgers in the shotgun, 1st and 10, drops back,
Get out of
launches,
bounds. Get out of bounds.
first
Big
down,
Bob.
first down.
There's Big Bob.
All right.
Hey, Rogers
Huh?
is like, fuck the field goal. We going for the TD for half. Yeah, nice graphic with the two. Yeah. uh,
Oh, what's that?
I
Drop
don't
ball?
like that. Why? You want to eat the clock up on the fucking 35? Your own
I
35?
I don't like that at all. I mean, it picks up the first because we were actually in a 2nd and 2 there. I thought, but Big Bob picked it up.
Dude,
Rogers.
you might have to go deep now.
Does he get
Did you catch it?
this?
No, he ain't catch it. Fuck. Fuck. You went to Devontae, by the way, fans.
Yeah, Devontae on the sideline, tight coverage, couldn't quite bring it in. Dude, Rogers is looking for the deep shot, man. He's trying to buy time, seeing what comes open. Uh, but obviously the Lions are that is what they're defending right now. Like they
Yeah.
not want to give up the deep ball. Dude,
Makes sense. Makes sense. Everything
this
should be
one
open
is
underneath. We
dude,
should
this
easily
one
be able to get like 10 yards on these passes, though, going
yeah, I
forward.
go in
So
the middle of the field here, man. We still got a minute.
get out of bounds. Nice.
Right, Big Bob,
That's
no.
solid.
Yep.
That ate up 3 seconds, and we got 8 yards out of it. If we can keep getting 8 yards every 3 seconds, boom, we'll be in biz. We'll be cooking with kerosene.
Yeah, man, they're giving Big Bob a bit of a cushion, so I guess you take
Now,
that as a
this is
10.
it's a 3rd and 3. You gotta pick up a fucking first down. If it's 4th and 3, I'm almost like not worth it. They got 3 timeouts. It's still in your territory. You probably got to punt this fucking football.
Yeah.
You gotta pick this up, dude.
Yeah,
You gotta pick it up.
I can definitely see Rogers scrambling on this play to pick up a first.
All right,
Looks like
we
man.
got we got 4 receivers out wide. We got one in the backfield. Running back goes out. Rogers does scramble out of the pocket. He's got to have someone.
First,
And
first.
bad throw
Bring
to
that in.
Jones. 4th and 3.
Come on, man. That was an easy first down catch. What happened, Aaron Jones?
That sucks, dude. That sucks. And Detroit's got 3 timeouts, and they're going to have the ball with about 37 seconds. With the 3 timeouts, that's plenty of time to like see what
You
happens.
know how this is going to go. Patton is going to play prevent. He's going to say, we don't want to give
Yeah.
up the touchdown. Detroit is going to march down the field with their 3 timeouts and kick a field goal to take the lead before the half.
Why does Detroit always play us fucking good? It's always a tight game, no matter what their fucking record is. Even when they were 0 I remember when they were 0-16, their closest games, I think, that year to them actually getting a dub was against us.
It is. We're the Super Bowl for the Detroit Lions. And Rodgers has slowed down here. I mean, he's 12 for 15, 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. But
And
the way
yeah,
he started
we
this
just can't get
game,
rolling, dude.
the way he started the game, I really thought 5 touchdown prediction was a safe one. I don't know that that's the case anymore. They've clamped down. And honestly, besides the first big play by Devontae, he's not been a huge presence in the game thus far.
He's in bounds. Thank you. And they do
Well,
burn a timeout.
they pick up 15 yards, spend a timeout, 27 seconds to go. Hawkinson, or was that Amendola?
Amendola.
Either way, man, they're eating us up on the inside.
Yeah.
Hawkinson and Amendola. They're running a lot of corner routes with them from the inside, and just the pass off in our zones. We're not getting there fast enough, and they're just exploiting those holes in the zone.
Do you want to know how my mentality's changed over the years with like our defense since the Super Bowl? There would once be a time like right now I'd be like, all right, dudes, let's get like a pick six for a touchdown. Like, come on, let's get pick six. Now it's just like, God, I swear to God, I hope we just don't give up field goal. I just hope we don't give up field goal.
All right, nice.
Like I have zero. Our ability to get turnovers fucking sucks this year. We cannot get turnovers for a bitch this year at all, especially interceptions. Like a couple weeks ago against was it Philly? I think even last week we got a couple, or no, 2 weeks ago we got a couple of savages. But other than that, man, we have got to be towards the bottom of the league in interceptions this year. I don't even think does Jair even have an interception on the year?
Yeah, I think in week 1 he had one.
One. Kevin King got one.
Ooh, that I'm not sure on.
I think Josh Jackson might have one. Kirksey's got one.
Sullivan
Savage's
got the pick 6.
yeah, I think Savage has two. I think Amos has one.
Yeah, we don't have many, that's for sure. 2. Wow. They're just killing us in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Stafford's good at that.
I could not get this through his goddamn head that they had 3 timeouts. They're going to just march down the field. They don't care if they're throwing in the middle. They're going to move down there and get a field goal and take the lead. You need to play more aggressively. It's that simple.
I don't see the defensive lineman that we acquired either, Rush. I haven't seen him out on the defensive line at all this game. And Prater's getting warmed up. Detroit might go into half fucking leading this game, despite.
You got to keep in mind, Prater has perhaps the biggest leg in the league. He's hit a 3-yarder in his career.
Was Prater the kicker who has the career longest for field goals when he was in like Denver? Did Prater used to kick for Denver?
He might. Yeah, man, Prater's a great kicker. So they
get there. Yeah.
Yes. We actually brought a blitz with Mr. Darnell
Savage. We're Savage.
That was a big loss for them. That was at least 10-yard loss, and they spiked the ball there. Thank you, man. Dial up some pressure once in a while. See what happens.
Hey, Cody.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. Oh, there. I switched cameras, so I keep looking at like this, so it looks like I'm not looking at, but I switched to the USB camera, so I was like, yeah.
All right, man. That
3rd and 20. Are they? Hey, this is a run. This is gonna be a run.
Why can't we play like that every series?
Oh, never mind. Now it's a fucking pass. He's gonna go deep.
Holding. They're gonna call holding.
Don't you dare throw a flag. Thank you. And they're going to get another free play.
Was it another offsides on us? I thought.
Yeah. They jumped.
Jesus.
We jumped, dude. Yeah, we jumped.
This has been a problem for our defense.
We've had a hard time with problems in this first half. We're usually a pretty disciplined team, but yeah, Preston Smith jumped right there. Yep.
Dude, we've had a lot, a lot of defensive offside penalties this year.
Yeah, we sure have.
And frankly, we don't have the sacks to show for that
And we
aggression.
don't.
Here, hold on one second.
All right, 3rd and 15, no time. It's most certainly a bomb,
Gonna be
and
sacked.
we get him down with a sack. Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark.
All right. I mean, defense is
Yep.
in situations where they know it's a pass, they've been able to get some pressure.
All right. All right, Packer Cheeseheads. Me and Cody are going to take a quick halftime break, and we will come back to you with a quick halftime analysis in the middle of halftime here, and then we'll get ready for the second half here. So stay tuned. However, with the magic of editing, you will never know that we even left. So, and through the miracle of video editing, we are back. It's still halftime. Packers and Lions. We are tied at 14-14. However, Cody, it does not feel like a 14-14 game. It definitely feels like Green Bay should be winning this game, not by a lot, but they should at least be up. It feels just between between clock management and just some rotten luck, mixed in with maybe a little bit of some poor play call. We find ourselves 14-14 with a team division rival that we have historically had a really hard time with.
Yeah, man. Like honestly, this is what really frustrates me about this year's team, is that we find ourselves in situations a lot where the offense might be driving, and they hit a third down that they can't convert. That's gonna happen, man. And, like your offense is not going to score on every drive. You, but then when we don't convert, and especially if it was early in the drive where we miss out on the third down, we find ourselves in these situations where the defense just lets the other team absolutely dominate time of possession, march down the field, keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, and put up points. And then we are in these close games, or even games where we're behind, because Rodgers doesn't have the shot to get back out there with the offense because the defense is so bad. Like I just I can't state to you enough how bad I think this defense is. Like, yeah, we've had some sacks this game. We've had a couple stops. We're also playing the Detroit Lions without
it,
Kenny Galladay.
yeah,
Like people who tried to defend, like I read an article on Cheesehead TV the other day trying to defend that Mike Pettine's not going anywhere
I
because
saw that one. Yeah,
we're a middle of the road defense, and the Chiefs proved you can win the Super Bowl with a middle of the road defense. One, the Chiefs were an exception. Historically, look at Super Bowl winners, defense always wins. Two, who cares if it can be done? If you acknowledge that your defense is middle of the road, you should be trying to get better. Like you shouldn't say that's good enough. It's been done before. Like what a fucking joke, man.
I I didn't read that article, but I did see it. I didn't click on it because I didn't feel like it was worth a read. Because I thought it was a joke, trying to like defend that. I think if they use the Chiefs as an example, I'd be really quick to throw out Travis Kelsey compared to our fucking tight end, which was last year was Jimmy fucking Graham. So Jimmy Graham, Travis Kelsey. Tyreek Hill is faster than any fucking human being in the earth besides maybe Usain Bolt. So that's not fucking fair. And beyond the other receivers, they have way better receivers. They have Mecole Hardman. They have Sammy Watkins. They have um shit. And
Robinson.
yeah, we
You,
have
you know,
Alan Lazard, who's fine, but not like they're not like our number two is Alan Lazard. Their number two is like Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins, top 10 pick in a fucking first round. Alan Lazard, like undrafted free agent. They're not equal, dude. So
well, and so this is one thing that I never really thought about it until you were just comparing our tight ends to Travis Kelsey. if Big Bob hadn't stepped up this year in the way that he had, our tight end position would be a disaster.
Oh, I know. Well, they're
Like
not ready to take that next step yet.
Sternberger has not done anything. DeGora obviously got hurt in game 1
Yep.
or game 2. Mercedes Lewis, he is what he is. He's a good blocker. He makes an occasional reception, but he's not, he's not a number 1 tight end.
Yeah, man. It's just, it does look like we're getting ready for the second half kickoff. They're not equal. Let's be honest with you. Like, yeah, the Packers are playing pretty good on offense this year. I'd be afraid of, in a one-on-one. I still feel like the Chiefs' offense outdoes our offense pretty handily. Like, because it's at the point where like maybe like 5, 6 years now, Rodgers is having a MVP year. Let's not take anything away from him, but at the same time, you got like Pat Mahomes, who is like almost like an Aaron Rodgers 2.0 in the making here, who's still like Rodgers hungry, like 2010 hungry, and you got Rodgers that on his back nine, fucking Mahomes on his fucking front nine. I mean, so it's almost like that's a wash. And anytime there's a wash at quarterback when you have Aaron Rodgers, that's going to be a fucking problem because the rest of the team around Green Bay does not stack up against the rest of the team around another one. Like, you need to always have Aaron Rodgers as a fucking legitimate check mark in the Packers category by far to, like, have a fucking legitimate shot, I think.
That's a really good way to put it. And also to comment, we have started here. 1st and 10 was an incompletion to Devontae, so we are in a 2nd and 10. Man, I hope we aren't looking at
Need a positive play here, and we just moved Aaron Jones way out wide to the.
I mean, he's got so much cushion. I would just screen it to him, but instead we got him running deep. Why?
And I was gonna say, Devontae got pushed back behind the line of scrimmage on his crossing route. I was like, well, there goes Devontae's chances of fucking making a play there. Rodgers still threw it to him though. Devontae picks up like 2 yards, 3 yards, 3rd and 7. So
See, I don't like that at all. Like when they moved Jones out wide, he had 15 yards of cushion, and they ran him deep. You got to make an audible right there to say you got Aaron Jones, a running back with 15 yards of cushion. Screen
have
it
him
to him.
have him do a curl route or some shit like that,
We're
Pick
looking
up
at 3rd
more
and
than
7.
2 or
No,
3.
I'm not very confident in the
All right,
conversion.
3rd and 7. We need to pick this up. We're going deep. We're going deep.
MBS can't bring it in. It was tight coverage. MBS looking for a flag, but no flag.
How many times? How many times do you see Rodgers throw it up like that to MBS and he like overthrows him with no flag? At least a couple times every game.
I don't even think that was overthrown, man. I'd say it was pretty damn close. It was maybe a step ahead of him.
God damn it!
3 and out.
Oh, they called holding on Detroit. Really? That they are throwing flags so late in this game. Are you drinking a heady topper?
No.
Oh.
This is a local Utah brew, Wasatch Brewery.
I was like, holy fuck! You get heady toppers out there?
I wish I had Hetty Topper out here.
And all right, Jamal Williams hits the hole pretty hard, finds himself a little crease.
Man,
Flag probably holding on the
I'm really
offense, right?
surprised,
Holding on the offense.
hold. I'm surprised they called the defensive hold, but they'll take it. Gave us the 1st down.
Yeah,
Now
it's holding on the offense.
back with an offensive hold
Yep.
on Patrick.
On the old Lucas Patrick. Have you heard of any update with Corey Lindsley? Like,
I haven't heard anything specific, but the fact that we've brought up what's his name, Stefan
Stepaniak?
Yeah, we brought him up from the practice squad to active roster. That tells me we're probably expecting Lindsley to be out. They estimated 3 to 6 weeks, so I would guess closer to 6 weeks at this point.
So we probably won't see him until the playoffs.
That's what I'm thinking.
All
Okay,
right, that
boy,
works.
Lazard.
That
Let's
works.
go.
That works.
We
That was a
haven't
good
dialed
play.
the home number very often this game.
If we're gonna make a deep playoff push, I think Alan Lazard's got to be the guy who like legitimately like takes an even bigger step than he did last year, late in the season. Like
Dude,
he's got to like play like a legit number 2 receiver.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think this offense works best if Alan Lazard is our clear cut number 2, and then MBS is like number 3 with killer deep threat potential. When
Mm-hmm.
we rely on MBS as our number 2, things just don't go as smoothly. Um,
Nice play. MVS is having himself a pretty decent game. That's another catch by MVS there.
Man, Devontae, I mean, he's made some catches this game, and he obviously had the big
I think he's
56,
got what, 4? He's got like 4 catches, I think.
4 or 5, but
Yeah.
it seems like a quiet game for him. After that first big play, I think Detroit has made some adjustments to really clamp down on him. So it's up to guys like MBS and Lazard to make catches. 1st and 10. Are we going to run
It's
it?
surprising given that Okuda's out too, but another run by Aaron Jones, and that's what Aaron Jones does. So I want to take a minute right now. We've run that play multiple times, mostly with Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams got positive yards. He got 5 to 6 yards, between 4 to 6 yards on those carries on the 3 he got. So Aaron Jones finally gets one. That's what the Aaron Jones effect. He picked up a first down, whereas Jamal Williams would have only got 5 or 6 yards. Both pretty fucking solid, and I'll take positive, but Aaron Jones more explosive.
Yeah, he accelerates so much faster.
Yeah, so much better.
You know, I was just thinking we haven't done very many outside runs this game, and then we toss it to Jones.
And we get a flag, probably holding.
Yeah, looks like offensive holding going to be coming back.
So for the second time on this drive, we got to overcome a fucking 1st and 20. It's gonna kill you.
I don't understand.
These refs are calling it tight.
We run outside tosses all the time against defenses with fast linebackers who can chase it down. Now we're facing the Detroit Lions, who have no linebackers of note, and this is like the first outside toss I can think of this entire game. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, our decisions in the run game. If anything, the middle of Detroit's defense is their strong suit. You know, they've got some beef in their defensive tackles.
Man.
So at 1st and 20 in midfield. We'll dump
You gotta
off.
break it. Shit.
What?
So man, it's already tough enough to overcome a 1st and 20 at least once on an offense possession. Asking a team to do it twice. God damn, dude. You can't fucking keep getting these holding penalties. Especially now it's 2nd and 21. Like you have to have a 10+ yard play on this to have a shot.
Dude, honestly, I think LaFleur, we're at midfield. I think LaFleur is planning 4-down territory here, and I think he draws up plays.
I think it depends heavily on what we can do though in these next couple.
That's what I'm
All right,
saying.
you got it. You got to pick up yards. You got to pick up some solid yards here.
I think 2nd and 3rd down, he's going to design them to pick up yards without needing the 1st down.
Yeah.
And exactly as I thought, we do a little dump off there to Jones. He picks up 7, puts us in a 3rd and 14. If we can pick up like 8 here, I bet you LaFleur goes for it on 4th.
Probably. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Who do you think Rodgers is looking for here?
Probably Devontae.
I don't know, man. They've been covering Devontae pretty heavily. I think he goes Lazard.
He wants it. He got it. MVS with a fucking 1st down. Yeah. I'll take it, dude. Oh my God! Do not call us a fucking holding.
All right, it was on Detroit. We decline it. First down. MBS coming through, man. He's been making all the catches this game. You know, like
He has been.
not just deep stuff.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Almost in the red zone. Hands it off to what? You know what? Good play by the defense. Got penetration. Can't have that. Can't have it. Yeah. Lions got to do a better job of that. Surprised we ran to the right side too. 2nd and 10. 8:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. We have dominated the clock so far. Catch by the big dog. Big dog making the first catch of the game. Mercedes Lewis going to bring up about 3rd and 6. 3rd and 4. Even better. All right, let's pick up this first here.
Now here, 3rd and 4. I can see Rogers getting something quick to Devontae.
Yeah, same.
Either that or Big Bob. Big Bob has had a lot of.
Yeah, this is where he kind of shines a little bit too. We go 5 wide. Aaron Jones is catches it. First down. Hazard.
All right. Dude, we fucking love the empty backfield this year. I honestly think we're using empty backfield at a higher rate than McCarthy ever did. I mean, it's working, so
It is working.
But it makes me nervous as hell every time I see it.
First down, Green Bay.
And broadcast is taking it to commercial here in the red zone. See, this is what we need, man. Like this drive, we've overcome 2 1st and 20s.
Hell of a drive, dude. Hell of a drive. It's got to come away with a touchdown. Got to come away with a touchdown at this point. If we win this game, what's that put us for record? Are we at the 10? We're not. We're 9-3.
We're 9-3 right now. This will take us to 10-3.
10-3, which the last time I looked, we had a 99% chance of making the playoffs. I think this would give us because we would win the division, so 100%. So with the win tonight, we're officially in the playoffs no matter what. However, the North is not enough. We want that number 1 seed, especially now that there's only 1 bye week for only the top seed. Like it's such a big advantage to get that number 1 seed now. So
and you know, like I've heard legitimate arguments that like, hey, Green Bay doesn't play great coming out of bye weeks in the LaFleur era. You know, we've only had 2 bye weeks, but also we have had some like, you know, mini bye kind of things where you got a Thursday nighter to the next week.
we haven't played well in the playoffs off buys either.
Yeah, so I mean, there is some argument that the time off hasn't necessarily been good for the Packers. There's also argument that this season we haven't looked great at Lambeau. You know, with no fans in the stands, you got to think that affects the energy. And you know, if Lambeau's just like a cold place with no positive energy, you know, maybe that's bad. But at the end of the day, automatically advancing to the next round of the playoffs and forcing other teams to come into that cold Lambeau environment, I still want that number 1 seed, man.
Right.
Like if we got to face someone like Drew Brees or Tom Brady, I want them playing in the cold because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to keep them in the cold.
Same. I agree. We have a 1st and goal we have done an excellent job with the clock management. We have eaten up over half of this third quarter on this drive so far, which makes it even more imperative to come away with a touchdown now. All right, Rodgers,
All right, Rodgers
throw it
got it.
away, throw it away, throw it away. Good
All
job.
right. Good coverage by the Lions. Nothing there. 2nd and goal now. Dude, honestly, I'm surprised the Lions' coverage has been holding up so well with Jeff Okudah out. I mean, he's their number
Right?
one. Man, Rodgers, he still has mobility. Like he can fake a defensive lineman out.
Big time. For sure, yeah. Wow, I'm surprised with the
Don't
handoff. I am
don't
surprised.
like at all. What do you think you're gonna get out of that
I
2nd
don't
goal,
know.
10-yard line?
It looked like he had some holes. It did look like he had some holes, but I don't know. I don't know if I agree. I don't know. I think he I think he wanted to try to keep the defense a little bit honest and like making them like second guess, like run pass.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Aaron Jones kind of looks like a pinball there. He bounced off of about 3 tackles, but he only got 3 yards out of it.
I mean that would be a play I would have flip flopped, probably a run on first down and throw on second down. But again, that's probably what the general consensus would be to do on that. So that LaFleur's probably just trying to toss it up, make them get in their head, but makes it even more imperative that like we pick up a touchdown on this. So third and goal. Rodgers has.
He's
He's gonna
scrambling. He's
run. He's
scrambling.
gonna
He's
run.
throwing the
He's gonna score a
touchdown.
touchdown. Run, touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers. What did I just tell you? He's still got that mobility. He's still got it. This is the Aaron Rodgers MVP revenge tour.
Throwing dimes and suck it signs.
Dude, I'm gonna be pissed if Mahomes wins MVP just because he's like the hot new thing. Rodgers is having the better season.
I wouldn't even put Mahomes at 2. I. Did you see what fucking Josh Allen did last weekend against San Francisco?
Josh
I
Allen,
think I think Josh Allen might be number 2.
he is stepping his game up so much. And dude, people when the Bills made that pick, people laughed. They're like, "You just picked like an automatic bust. Like, why would you pick him?" He is proving to be
Yeah.
the quarterback of that draft class. Um, Especially long term. Like obviously Lamar Jackson had his MVP year last year. He's taken a big step back, and I think running quarterbacks they just cannot sustain over a long time. Josh Allen,
Yeah.
and actually, this is really interesting. Earlier this week, I read an article from a local Syracuse paper uh, where they interviewed Josh Allen, and he changed his throwing mechanics in the offseason. And he took a little bit from Aaron Rodgers. He studied Aaron Rodgers' throwing motions and implemented a little bit of that into what he was doing. And all of a sudden, he has just turned his game around. And dude, when is the last time the Bills' offense looked this good? Back in the Jim Kelly days.
K gun since the fucking K gun days. Yeah. Uh, let's not give any credit away from their head coach either. He's really got them ready to play every week. It's been a pretty good hire for them. Uh,
Yeah, Sean.
Buffalo's finally coming around. Yeah, McDermott's been a pretty good hire for them.
Yeah, man, he's no nonsense. He
Mhm.
has his team playing tough every week. I mean, that's one thing I respect about the Bills. They don't really have many dud games. Like they are out there playing tough every week,
Every week.
regardless.
Yeah, he's got them ready to play for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. As a Western New Yorker, the Packers have always been my first love. But the Bills, I love to see them do well. Jeez, man, what I would do to see a Packers Bills Super Bowl, that I would fucking love that. That highly doubtful it happens. I mean,
Hmm.
especially the Bills got to go through a gauntlet to get there. But man, I I would love to see that Super Bowl.
You know what? I think that would do some record numbers too. Like I think that would be a legitimate good fucking game between the two. Like I think they match up pretty fucking well. I think it would almost be an offensive fucking shootout too.
It'd also be two of the smallest market teams in the NFL.
It is the two smallest market teams. The only other
I
team
think
that's even close to them is Jacksonville.
Jacksonville and Cincinnati, I think, are right in that area.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a big drive for the defense. Because like I said earlier, like I I predicted that we would actually get up by 2 scores and then the defense would let them back in.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I don't even know if we're going to have the opportunity to get up 2 scores right now, because if the defense doesn't clamp down here, Lions are going to keep this a
Yeah.
dog, man.
Yeah, we got 1st and 10, 25. Probably a run. Nope.
Nope.
Play action. Is that
Lions,
Hawkinson again?
Amos.
Amos
Open
making the play. That's what I like to see.
Hawkinson.
Man, Hawkinson's having like reception wise, Hawkinson's having the fucking career day with receptions today.
Dude, we don't see enough tackles like this. Amos comes in with his
No.
hair
Yeah.
on, and he
Amos is playing great.
That was a nice dude. Amos is one of those guys like he doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but I like the energy he brings. Like he's usually out there with good energy and speed.
Big time.
Savage, he's coming in. See, he picks up on Amos's leadership.
Hmm.
Amos was running around like that. He's like, all right, man, I'm going to show some of my speed.
You you almost gotta wonder if maybe that's why they gave Amos the contract he did to come in, because they knew that like that Savage was getting. No, they didn't know that Savage would like be there, but they traded up for him, so he was obviously a clear target for them. Wanted Savage to learn it as a young rookie under someone like Amos, so
Yeah.
you gotta
And
wonder if that was
especially
part of their grand plan.
Bears defense, you got to think he absorbed a lot of.
Oh, oh fuck! I thought that was a pick by Alexander. I thought you
Alexander,
were gonna be right.
he
I
wanted
thought
it.
you were gonna be right.
He wanted it, man. He was coming in hot. Oh, I want to see this. Yeah, man. He just jumps it all the way. A little bit short. Dude, he's having such a good year.
All pro year, dude.
So that was 3 and out for Detroit. Defense steps up and does their job. Now we got a real opportunity. Oh, wow. I am
Yeah.
surprised did not fair catch that. That was very close.
Hey, I hope Green Bay's thinking ahead on their cap situation, making sure that they got plenty of money to sign J.R. Alexander when he's up.
Yeah, dude. Like right now, I think our big three are Devontae Adams, Jair Alexander, and Elkin Jenkins.
For upcoming free agents, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you look at
I don't think they can go
we
anywhere.
got a bet this year with Jones and Lindsley and King. You look at those three guys, and you see like we've got some cornerstone players that we need to lock up long term.
Right?
Ugh.
Yeah, here we go. Green Bay's got the ball back. Be sure would be nice to like take this down in the fourth quarter, come away with another touchdown, be up 2 touchdowns, towards the top half of the fourth quarter here. It's kind of the direction this game needs to go if Green Bay wants to feel confident about potentially pulling out a fucking dub in this. So
Dude, I mean, if you're LaFleur, you've got to have the team fired up for this. Like you win today, you win the division. You're guaranteed to go to the playoffs.
for
Like
sure, yeah,
you, this team needs to be fired up about dominating Detroit right now.
right.
Yeah, actually, so in the background here, I got the Eagles Saints game on. We're almost at the end of the third, man, and Eagles are up 10 points. They're driving down the field. Jalen Hurts is looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's got them playing pretty well. And I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that Wentz has probably lost his job for at least the rest of the year. So,
Yeah, man,
man,
it'll be real interesting, um, especially because I think the free agent market for quarterbacks next year is pretty weak. I think like Cam Newton's probably going to be the strongest option, and
geez,
I
and
don't.
that's like, this
Yeah,
is what he's playing this year. So,
yeah. So Eagles, if they can find a way to get Wentz's contract restructured and trade him, I think he is going to be the prize. Like honestly, like Wentz, and if the Lions decide to move on from Stafford,
mhm.
those are the two guys that are really going to shake things up next offseason, I
All right,
think.
Rogers, 1st and 10, hits. Wow,
Yeah,
MVS is hitting himself a nice game today. Another catch,
honestly,
about 15 yards.
I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think MBS has ever had a game with this many catches.
No, probably not.
Like
Probably not.
he is catching like the short and intermediate stuff,
Yeah.
and he's doing his job as a receiver. He's not being a deep specialist this game.
Um, for what it's worth, by the way, the Alex Smith appears to have injured his leg. He is out for the game. Dwayne Haskins is taking over in Washington. So,
Dude, oh man, I hope it's not the leg he broke.
yep, hope not either. Aaron Jones with the outside run. Solid run, picking up
Yeah,
about
9 yards.
nine, almost 9.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. About against Detroit, I would be doing those outside runs. They don't have linebacker speed.
Yep, same.
Oh, all right. Hey, like I said, my landlord's got to do a thing.
All
I'm
right,
gonna have to step away from the game for a minute. Okay.
all right. I will take over. So we have MVS is certainly leading this game in of all Packer receivers here. I am currently looking up some receiving stats to get you guys some to see what MVS's best game of his career is because he's probably nearing in on it here pretty soon. So in terms of this game, Marquez Valdez Scantling is currently at 6 receptions for 85 yards and 1 TD. So earlier this year, he has not had any game this year of 6 receptions. His best game is 4 receptions, which he's done a couple times. Best game was against Jacksonville with 4 receptions for 149 yards. We got a 3rd and 3 though, which is more pertinent. Rodgers back pass in the shotgun. He appeared to have Devontae, but he went with Big Bob instead, and Big Bob picks it up. Rodgers, very efficient, very, very efficient so far in this game. Currently cannot see all of Marquez Valdez's stats. Let's go back to 2019. 2019, he did have a game last year with 6 receptions for 99 yards and a touchdown. So that at the moment is his best game. We will go back to 2018, where he actually had one game as a rookie with 7 catches for 68 yards. So reception wise, that was his best. But still playing ball game up the plate. Jamal Williams is wow with tough running. Appeared to be down with after about 7 yard gain. Keeps those legs churning. Appeared to get the first down. The refs did call him down though, so it's going to be about 2nd and 3. It looks like. That is no. He should be up. He's up. That you know what LaFleur should challenge that. So the defender dragged him down to the ground, but none of his extremities actually touched the ground. So, but it appears that they're going for it. 2nd and 1. Rodgers play action, looking, scrambles down, first down anyway. We'll take it. We will take that. We have a 1st and 10, 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Green
Okay,
Bay's got enough to run about one more play. It does look like Cody is back, making a pretty good drive. About time for one more play though. So
Yeah, so sorry about that little emergency out of 10-2. But what do we got going on here, Drew?
we're making some good. We're making some good hay. Making some good hay right
Aaron
now.
Jones, he's
Aaron
going.
Jones gets himself out of bounds. I believe the clock is probably still going to run potentially after about 30 seconds. Um, this might take us to the end of the quarter. I'm not sure what the rules are with. So I know they kind of do some weird stuff in the NFL with like if you run out of bounds, depending on how much time is left in the clock, they still run the clock. But I believe it's like under like 5 minutes, they don't do it. I don't know if that applies to the third quarter or not, though. It does not. So it does look like that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Takes us to the fourth. Green Bay is making a solid drive. Mr. Rogers and the rest of his neighborhood in good position to at least come away with some points. So nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so I saw a little infographic there. As far as second half time of possession, looked like Packers over 12 minutes, Detroit about
Oh yeah,
8.
we are dominating. We are dominating. So, you mentioned earlier while you were gone, I did look up MVS's stats to see if this is his best game of his career. It depends on what you look at if you want to go with receptions or yards. The best reception game of his career was actually his rookie year, where he had 7 receptions on 11 targets. That was his best game of his career. He's at 6, I believe, right now. Yeah, he is at 6 right now. His current stats are 6 for 85 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, honestly,
Um,
I could see him breaking his reception record. It
yeah,
wouldn't surprise me to see him end the game with 7, 8 receptions.
yep, yep. His best was 7. However, he only had 68 yards and a touchdown in that game, so he is already beyond the yardage total for that game, and he's tied the touchdown total. As far as yards, he has had much better games with yardage totals. And his best yardage total in 2019 was a 133-yard game. So he's still probably about like, I don't know, like, 45 yards or so off from that
Yeah.
in
No, I mean,
2019.
definitely with him being such a deep threat, I expect that
Yeah.
he's had better yardage totals. But I'm
Yeah.
just impressed with this game that he's been making
Mhm.
all the catches that a regular receiver that a non-specialist makes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been the knock on him, that he's only
Yeah.
deep threat, and he's an unreliable deep threat at that.
His best receiving yard game of his career was actually earlier in this year, a few weeks ago against Jacksonville when he had 149 yards receiving. I don't know if he's going to get that. He's going to have to catch a long bomb. I don't even know if they're going to like game plan's going to allow for something like that going forward. Um, but we'll see. He certainly have a very very efficient game, and he's certainly one of his top 5 games of his career so far. So kudos to that young man for balling out and showing up to play today and being consistent. Something that they certainly needed. So
Yeah, it's actually interesting when I think about the offense this year. Um, Obviously Devontae has had 200-yard game, but then you look at both MVS and Lazard. Both of them have had games around 150 receiving yards. So we've had different receivers throughout the year step up with big games. Um, I think that's something come playoff time will be very, very important.
all right, you guys, provide this ultimate coverage that we provide you each and every week. Aaron Jones just took a solid handoff on a 2nd and 2. Picked up about 7 8 yards on it. Picked up a first down. It is now 1st and 10, and we are continuing to eat this clock. Um, just keep going. Rodgers has definitely slowed down. He does not have a touchdown in the second. Well, he does have that
He's
rushing
got
touchdown, but yardage totals through the air has not really been there. It's been a lot running so far, which is nice to see. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Aaron Jones takes a handoff, runs into a blocker, doesn't get
bouncing
much, breaks some
out.
tackles, and that's the Aaron Jones effect right there. That is the Aaron Jones effect. He had nothing, absolutely fucking nothing. If that was Leonard Fournette, done for a negative fucking game. Done. Aaron Jones bounces to the outside, makes a guy miss, still picks about 5 or 6 yards. Solid motherfucking run, my man.
And
Solid
that's the thing. We
motherfucking run.
talk about this every week, man. So many times where the running backs are getting met at the line of scrimmage
Mhm.
or in the backfield, and Aaron Jones is able to turn those plays into positives. Um, and that's just like I said, like Aaron Jones may be an exception to the paying a running back rule. Like he brings so much to this offense.
There, Jamal Williams with the carry there picks up a solid gain, potentially a first down, but I think he's going to be a little bit short. I think it's going to be a
Yeah,
third and
I
like
think it's gonna be touch
inches. It's like going to be
short.
like third and inches. Um, are they going to give him a first down? I don't know.
They're lining up
I think they did based on the way that they're hurrying up to the line.
yeah, I
Nope,
think
third and goal. Third and goal. No, wait, no. It would have been goal. Third and one.
3rd and 1. All right.
The linebackers are pretty close to the line of scrimmage. What are we doing? We handed it off to Jones. First
Yeah,
down.
I like
First
that.
down. We are playing fantastic football right now. We're playing smash mouth football. This looks like San Francisco football right now. This looks like a page right out of Shanahan's book right now. Kyle Shanahan. This is like Kyle Shanahan football right now, which is under the LaFleur's under the Shanahan tree. So
Yeah, LaFleur kind of an interesting guy, and that he's had experience in both the
mhm.
Shanahan and the McVay tree.
All right, first down, play action. Big Bob, Big Bob, I got it right. We got a touchdown to Big Bob.
Right.
Yes.
That is 4 on the day for Rodgers. I just need one more to get my prediction.
Could happen. There's 12:01 to go in this fourth. I would say one more touchdown, depending on how this next drive goes and the amount of time that comes off the clock. If Detroit eats up any moderate amount of time, gives it back to us, and we can go down and score another touchdown, that's going to probably seal it. But obviously, there's a whole hell of a lot
I'm
of football left
I'm
to be played.
I'm very surprised they have not been going to Tunyon more this game because every time they
I
have,
think it's only his like second reception. I think there's only number two for him.
like,
Let me look.
no, no,
Let me
I
look.
think it's got a few, but it just seems like every time they've gone to him, the coverage has been very soft. He's had cushion,
Very well could be. Tanyan, that is his fourth catch for 30 yards. Yep.
and I think
Devontae's got five receptions for 79
I'm pretty sure that
with a touchdown.
the touchdown by Big Bob there takes him to 10 for the year.
Yeah. Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams each are not each. Aaron Jones has 11 carries. Jamal Williams has 10. So they've been splitting carries like roughly right down the middle. Surprisingly, DeAndre Swift only has 5 carries for 17 yards in this game.
That is surprising
Yep.
considering how close this game has been.
Yeah. So Detroit only has 36 yards rushing on this game. Surprisingly, even more. Just 36. Green Bay as a team has 112.
Honestly, we give uh, we give our run defense a lot of crap. But when I think about the second half of this season, run defense has actually played pretty solid. It's been more the
Yeah,
pass.
they've turned it around a little bit.
Um, and the pass defense, like I don't even think it's a talent problem. I really believe it's all
Mhm,
scheme. Alexander, he obviously shuts down whoever he's on.
mhm,
But then it's like today, we've seen it so many times when you're passing off between zones from a linebacker
mhm,
to someone like King or Savage. It's just quarterbacks find those holes. Like you
mhm.
gotta. I wish we played more man because we have two corners who are very capable of playing man.
For sure. All right, I am gonna go get myself a quick beer break while we're on a commercial break. I'm gonna delegate duties to you. You take this play-by-play here. If we come back in time, hopefully I get back in time here pretty soon. So
Well, yeah.
be back in
Since
a second.
we're on commercial break, I'll take a quick look around the league, see what we've got going on. Um, so Seattle Seahawks just dominating the New York Jets, 37-3. Then we've got game with big playoff implications. Indianapolis Colts up 37-20 on the Las Vegas Raiders. Um, that might push the Raiders out of the playoffs if they lose that game. Then you got Washington up 16-7 on San Francisco. Big game for Washington. They're very much in their divisional race. The Philly New Orleans game has gotten closer. Philly's up 17-14 right now with at the start of the fourth. You got to think New Orleans is the better team. They're probably going to pull that out, but hopefully Philly holds on. Atlanta and Chargers, that is tied up 17-all. And then, of course, earlier today we had Tampa beating the Vikings, Arizona beating the Giants, Kansas City over the Dolphins, Tennessee over the Jets, Dallas over Cincinnati, Chicago over Houston, Denver over Carolina, Rams over New England. A lot of blowouts this week. Kind of a unusual week in that sense. Hopefully the Packers can break things open and make for another blowout here. What we're about to see as the Lions are taking over. Actually, it does look like they had a throw on first down here. We're looking at 2nd and 4. Stafford in shotgun. They hand off. Fighting for yardage. That might be a first down by DeAndre Swift. If not, they're within a yard. Let's see. Still looks like they're still measuring here. This good. All right, so he did pick up the first. So we're looking at 1st and 10. 11 minutes left in the fourth. Detroit down by 2 touchdowns. Stafford drops back. Gets batted at the line. Okay, looks like Preston Smith knocked that down at the line. He's had a quiet game so far. I haven't really called his name much. So, also looking around the league, ahead to tonight, the Sunday night game, Pittsburgh Steelers at Buffalo Bills. That game is going to have big playoff implications. Ooh, so Darius Smith almost intercepted the ball there. We end up with just a knockdown, putting Detroit at 3rd and 10. Matt Stafford seems to be feeling the pressure here. Defense knows that Detroit's going to be passing, and they're pinning their ears back. That's exactly what we want to see. But yeah, as I was saying, Pittsburgh and Buffalo, that should be a heck of a game. Those are two very well coached teams. As we talked about earlier, Josh Allen having an exceptional season, as well as the Pittsburgh defense, having a just phenomenal season led by T.J. Watt. So that should be a good one. Let's see here.
All right, looks like a 3rd and 10. They pick up that first down, huh?
With Marvin Jones, King was in coverage and
Yep.
makes the tackle. He might have had enough for the first, though. It's right. Yep.
Yeah, it's a first down.
They're about 12 yards on that 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that sucks. How'd they play in the first and second down? Pretty solid. Obviously, it was 3rd and 10, so it looked like it was probably pretty solid.
Smith batted the pass, and then Zadarius did. Zadarius almost picked it.
Oh, nice. Oh, that would be nice.
All right, play action. Stafford looking deep, drives it down the middle of the field.
Incomplete.
They are just attacking King they've been going after him all game. I don't know why King is struggling this much against Marvin Jones. It is an incomplete pass because Jones actually no, that was Quentin Cephas. That was not Marvin Jones. But he didn't bring the pass in, let it go right between his hands. But it was there to be had. King did not have good coverage on it. Geez, PP, you know how you thought that the Seahawks would be up 65-0 on the Jets
Yeah,
earlier?
I'm interested.
Right
What
now
is the score of that game?
they're up 40-3 right now, so far off.
Pretty fucking close, dude.
Detroit with a little delayed handoff there. They're past midfield now, looking at probably a 2nd and 7. Time is starting to become a bit of an issue here. We're
A
under 10.
little bit, yeah, for sure.
Detroit is down by 2. Surprised they're not showing more urgency and going to a hurry up here.
Right?
Okay. All right. We actually had good coverage on Hawkinson for like. Oh no, that was Amendola. Had good coverage on Amendola. Break up the pass. I want to see who did we have here in the slot. Probably Sullivan. Or actually, is it Savage that we lined up on?
Was that Savage?
I think we put. Oh no,
Or was it
25. Yeah,
Redmond?
Will Redmond making a play. He's had a rough season, but he good play right there. We're gonna need him to step up with Raven
Yeah, for
Green.
sure. Especially with crap,
Raven Green.
Raven Green out. Yeah. When I get there, get there. You can't give Stafford that much time. Yep. Oh, he dropped it. He
Nice,
fucking dropped it.
nice hit. Who was it? That was 36. Who's 36?
Holman? Is that Kadar? Oh,
No,
it's a fucking flag though, dude.
that was a nice hit to jar the ball loose. I think they're calling holding.
Defense, I think it's defensive holding. Yep. Fucking A. Defensive holding.
Dude, I want to see who is 30. I think that might be Vernon Scott or Henry Black, but that was a nice hit. Like it was a catch by Hawkinson, but then the ball just gets jarred loose by a big hit.
Man, I don't know if I agree with that fucking holding call, but man, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's enough to call there on Amos. It was there was some contact. It was probably 10 yards down the field. Oh, what do we got? A false start yet? Oh, neutral zone infraction. What's that? Our 4th of the game? You kidding me? Dude, I'm feeling more confident with every passing second that Rodgers is going to have to throw that 5th touchdown of the day because defense is they're letting Detroit move down the field.
No way. He's out of bounds. Thank you. Wow, what a grab though. I'll give the guy props.
No, that was tight
Nice.
double coverage. Good
Right?
ball by Stafford. Just couldn't quite get down in bounds. What was that? Quentin Cephas, the 5th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was excellent ball placement by Stafford.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. I think that was a pretty good defensive play by King. Like I don't know what more he could have done on that. So
Yeah, he just pushed his man to the
yeah,
boundary.
Stafford throws a really good ball on that. Just really good ball for his receiver.
So looking at a 2nd and 5 here. Oh, Detroit challenging that's a catch. We'll have to get a closer look at this. Honestly, I'm surprised Detroit is doing this. You're potentially burning a timeout when your offense is kind of driving anyway.
And it does force a commercial break on this. Yeah, I'm surprised that they called this too. I thought this was pretty clear incomplete, but maybe upstairs saw something different where they told him to throw the challenge flag. So I mean, this is the type of play that like Detroit would need though to get back into this game, like a quick, fairly early score, and then hope that they can hold Green Bay to like another punt, get the ball back with around like 5 minutes to go, and then boom, they're still in position to come back and score another touchdown, tie it back up. So, I mean, I get the move. I understand the move. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Timeouts
and
don't do you any good if you're down like 3 touchdowns at the end of the game. So
with this defense, I could never feel comfortable heading into overtime and
yeah,
relying on
I
scoring
and I
touchdowns.
don't and I don't. Then we go into like one overtime game this year, and I think we lost.
Yeah, it was the Colts.
Yep.
And we actually won the toss there, but MVS fumbled.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's it. For those of you who are interested, which all Packer fans should be, the Eagles are up 17-14 against the Saints with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Saints are marching though. Damn, we really need a Philly fucking win on this.
Philly did just stop them on the 3rd and 3.
Yep, I do see that. I am watching this game live in the background as well. So I'm assuming you are too.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a good third
How
down stop for them. So
surprised are you that the Saints decided to roll with Taysom Hill over Jameis Winston? I mean, Jameis Winston had 5,000 passing yards last year and 30 touchdowns. Yeah, he had 30 picks, but you would think a guy like Sean Payton could coach him up better than that.
yeah, they did give Taysom a contract extension, a pretty decent one for basically being a gadget player. I think they just wanted to see what they had in Taysom. Dang, are you watching this video right now?
Yeah, I just saw that. I actually do think that's a catch. That might be a
Were
good
you
challenge.
watching Taysom Hill walk to the sidelines?
Oh no, I did not see that. I'm the Packers game is back, and I actually think
Oh,
Detroit might win this challenge.
I was gonna say you've seen Avengers, right?
I don't know, man. I did so many of those goddamn movies. I lose track.
Well, I was gonna say Taysom Hill looks like he's got America's ass strapped to his behind. They like if they want to hire the next Captain America, it should probably be Taysom Hill.
Okay, all right. So Detroit does lose the challenge, and they get charged a timeout. I'm
All
actually
right.
kind of surprised because when I watched that replay, I thought that was a catch. I thought he got both feet in, but I guess not enough to overturn it. So Detroit burns a timeout. Okay, they pick up a first.
Well, that's the first down to Hawkinson.
Yep, no surprise there. And how about Darrell Bevel, interim head coach of the Detroit Lions? Used to be Brett Favre's quarterback coach.
And Rodgers for a little bit too, I believe.
Yeah, I think during the
Yep.
over years.
Good coverage. Good coverage. Great.
Who's
That
that?
might be one of the best plays I've seen Kirksey play
Yeah,
in a Packer uniform
there's
so
a
far.
flag. There's
Oh,
a
and they
flag.
call a flag though, so never mind.
I didn't see anything there, man. I actually thought that
I
was
don't
really
agree with it. I don't agree with it.
no, dude. That is so ticky tacky. That's
Uncatchable ball. Uncatchable ball. He was in no
like
position to make a catch there.
Amendola played it up, man. I don't think Kirksey actually changed his direction at all. I think Amendola, was going for the Oscar there.
Right?
It's a long drive by Detroit.
Eating up the clock though.
Well, clock's their enemy right now. They're really gonna have to hope for a 3-and-out though. Yeah, they're on a 9-play drive, 58 yards. They're just about they are in the red zone
This
actually.
is that. Wow,
Nice
what a hit by
hit.
Amos, dude. Holy shit.
That's 2 hits this game where he just came in on fire. Where's this been all year, man? Those are the
right?
kind of hits.
This is that. So this, I was gonna say, this is that typical Patton like bend but don't break defense. But Amos coming out of nowhere with that fucking
Dude,
haymaker of a hit.
that was
Holy shit!
up. Dude, and honestly, most games this season, that would have been a missed tackle, picks up another 10, 15 yards. Um, this game, our tackling's been pretty solid for the most part. Stafford, empty backfield, 2nd and 8. Alexander, he gives up the catch, but he was right there on the tackle, pushes him out short of the first.
Well, we got 3rd and 4. This is probably 4 down territory though for them at the moment. I'm assuming even if we don't get this. So
No
I
way
think
they
a
take.
sack would be perfect. Like I would dial out some pressure right here. We don't, but I would have, and we don't. And Stafford scrambles for
Yep,
a first down.
scramble for the first.
Yep,
But Matthew Stafford, scramble for the first. There is a flag, though. Might be a hold.
I would hope so.
Because I know Zedarius was getting pressure on that. He might have been held on the way to Stafford. Nope. They call it on Christian Kirksey, defensive holding. I don't. And then they don't even show a replay of the defensive hold.
Wow, he took an awkward hit too.
Yeah, he actually kind of got crushed between Kenny Clark and Kadar Holman.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could have seen Kirksey's alleged hold on that play.
What, they really showing a close up of Chase Daniel right now. Yeah, he's in. Damn.
That's Swift's second of the game.
No, 33 is Johnson. Carry
Oh,
on. Holy shit, they getting that third string running back some fucking touches there, huh?
dude, it's kind of surprising how quickly he's fallen out of Detroit's rotation.
He's literally a third string running back
Yeah,
there.
man, like he's played pretty well for them when healthy. It's just he's had health issues the past couple of years. But yeah, man, he has fallen down the depth chart, but he picks up a touchdown here. Detroit about to make it a one score game again. And we got 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth. Dude, what I tell you, man, it's gonna be a close
Yeah,
game.
they're in it, man. They are right in it.
Gonna let it close, get close in the fourth.
Yep.
This is up to Mr.
Hey,
Dodge. Go out
this
there and
is
get touchdown number 5.
this is typical Packer versus fucking Detroit football though. They're always close. It always comes down to like a fucking field goal at the end, it seems.
On the plus side, if we win this, that will take us to 4-1 on the division for the year, and then we just have Chicago in week 17.
Yep. So it would give us a guaranteed winning record for the division, which would be good. Fortunately, we won't get the sweep this year, but
Yeah, man, that still gnaws at me that we gave that up to the Vikings.
yeah.
I was really hoping for that 2-year sweep.
Our record would be insane if we didn't lose that to Minnesota. We would I think we would still be number one in the driver's seat for the number one
Dude,
seed right now.
honestly, the Colts game we should have won.
Yeah.
We were up big and let them back in it. The Minnesota game, they came out and dominated us, but we were still in it. Like
Yeah.
we probably should have pulled that.
I don't feel like the Tampa game
flat out
really had a
lost.
shot from the get go, but
Yeah, the Tampa game was the only game we flat out lost this year.
yeah.
And that was just it was a weird very rare sequence of events with Rodgers throwing back-to-back picks.
Yep.
How many times has that happened in his career? And then it just changed the entire rhythm of the game.
Yep. Are you watching this fucking Saints Eagles game too at the moment, like in the background?
Yeah, Eagles at the goal line here.
Yeah. Like we want like at the 1 yard line. Let's fucking punch this in, Philly, dude. Let's punch this in. Let's get the fucking TD.
Penalty. Dude, I mean, how would that be? That'd be something if Jalen Hurts came and invigorated this Eagles
Hey,
team.
dude, we could use it.
Dangerous.
We could use it.
But also, New Orleans has been very lucky with the teams they've faced while Drew Brees
Yeah,
has been.
I would give him that for sure.
Brees, I would expect, is probably going to be back next week. If not next week, then the week after.
All right, so it does look like in Philly they did call an offside in the offense.
Nice
So
run by Miles Sanders, though. Picks everything up that they just lost.
yeah. All right, and there is a kickoff in Green Bay. Green Bay, if we can eat some clock, like a significant amount of clock up, come away with a field goal. It's gonna be tough for Detroit to overcome that. Um, they keep show so I'm not listening to the audio on this game, but they keep showing that hit on Stafford. I gotta wonder, is there's something up with Stafford? Like they seem to
He's
be showing him
holding it.
holding his ribs, and
You know, he got
oh,
squeezed.
Stafford's going to the locker room. Chase Daniels might finish this game. Holy cow! All right, this is a game
That's
changer, dude.
not really the way I want to win a game, though. You know,
No, no, fuck it.
I
See, I
mean, I
thought they
respect
were get
Stafford,
though.
man. I'd like to see him out there giving it a shot, and we just beat him.
I was gonna say Devontae's been pretty quiet this game, other than the first drive. I think this is the drive that we start to see Devontae kind of come alive and start making some fucking plays. Like Rodgers is gonna look towards Devontae's way. Also, fucking kudos to Philly just getting a touchdown. They're in prime position to upset the fucking Saints in this game.
And they're up 10 points on the Saints with like 6 minutes left in the fourth.
What a play! What a play getting that turnover on Taysom Hill. Green Bay with the run.
Oh,
Aaron Jones picks up a hard earned first down.
he hit that hole hard. If he got past that tackle, that would have been a touchdown.
For
He was like
sure.
up full speed already.
Yep. Love it. All right, we got 1st and 10. 5 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Probably a run, I would assume. Nope. Screen to Devontae. Devontae, go baby, Sam bounce. God damn it! What? No, okay, it's 5:01. Is it gonna run? I don't know,
They better show a replay of this because I actually missed that play.
dude. It was a bubble screen like you fucking complained about earlier, and Devontae broke it.
Dude, all right, man. That's Devontae's. He's the one sort of guy you should be going to on a bubble screen because he's so good at breaking
All
defense
right.
down.
So for next time, the clock does run if it's 5:01 and you go out of bounds in the fourth quarter. It does keep running.
And that catch takes Devontae over 100 yards for the day.
Yep. Another hundo for him. Green Bay is like pretty much in field goal range. They'd obviously probably like to get a big chunk play again here to make it even easier. But at the moment, the most important thing is to eat up this clock. They want to eat up this clock and give Detroit make it a two-score game with like 2 minutes to go, basically. So
All right, Stafford is back on the sidelines throwing the ball. So they might have gone in for a
yeah,
X-ray or something,
yeah.
or maybe even just change out his pads. I don't know. It was a pretty short stay in the locker room. Oh, come on. Rogers has to burn a timeout because the clock is running down. And so far, I think your prediction has held up. 0 sacks on Rogers thus far.
Know what I'm talking about, bro. Know what I'm talking about.
And honestly, it's this game. It hasn't really been all the line. Rogers has been under pressure. He's just managed to break the pocket a
Yeah,
lot.
he's made smart decisions the whole game. So I will give credit where credit is due, and he's certainly received a lion's share of the credit tonight for the way we've been playing. I would love to now if we can get a touchdown out of this. I think it would just be about Philip. I mean, I say this every week, and I'll say it again this week. After watching that fucking NFC Championship sale game, nothing's ever guaranteed ever. But feel really good about our chances if we can come away with a touchdown here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it would give Rodgers 5 touchdowns if he can get a touchdown out of this on this drive.
Oh, that's assuming Rogers gets a touchdown, and we still haven't had any.
Yeah, at this point in the game, they're going to want to focus on the run game though to keep eating this clock. And plus, you know, Rodgers already has 4 touchdowns. You figure you might want to make his running backs a little happy and get one of them a fucking TD. You know, be like, I still care about you guys.
Yeah, man. Honestly, we haven't. I mean, there's been games where Aaron Jones has had, statistically great games, but most of those have been because he broke a big run late in the game.
Yeah.
We haven't really had a game where Aaron Jones just took over start to finish and dominated.
That better. Yeah, you are right.
I would like to see one of those games come playoff time, man.
It'd be the best time to have it. Not to mention, I mean, I'm not saying Rodgers is at the age where his like arms starting to wear down, but quarterbacks' arms do historically tend to wear down, you know, towards the end of the season without like if you start throwing it 50 times a game every week. So
Man, you remember that the Seattle playoff game? I forget which year it was, but it was with Ryan Grant. Snowy game.
yeah,
Kind
NFC divisional game.
2 fumbles.
He fumbled. Yeah, he fumbled on back-to-back drives to start the game off, and ended up with like 200 yards rushing or
Yeah,
some
he
shit
had
like
over
that.
200 yards,
Yeah.
all purpose. I think just took the game over.
Yep.
Man, that was a fun one. But I love watching snow games, man. All right, we open with a.
Oh, we're going deep.
Oh,
Wow.
oh man, Devontae.
Wow. Dude,
That was right off his.
Rodgers, fucking going for the home run ball there.
Dude, it was there.
And
I
he had
wasn't sure.
one-on-one coverage too. The safety did come over, but he had one-on-one coverage. You know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. That was a good play by
Yeah,
that was a really good play by the
yeah,
fucking corner.
he got one hand in there and broke it up. That was so close to being Devontae's second touchdown.
Good play. Good play by the corner. We
So
are
we're looking
7 for 9 on third downs. When the fuck does that ever happen to Green Bay?
3rd and 9. Come on,
Gotta pick
baby.
it up. Gotta pick it up.
Oh, Rogers got hit as he was throwing. Oh shit. Shit, man.
He's
Rogers.
okay. He's okay. He's okay.
Oh, he took a hit. He's in pain.
He's okay.
Ooh.
Little hip flexor. Just a little hip flexor. Yeah, he's all right. He's gonna be all right. He's kind of laying on his hip a little bit. He just had that big fucking fat boy land on his fucking leg. That's all.
Gonna be spending some time in the ice tub.
All
Crosby
right,
comes.
Crosby. Hey, man, do not underestimate how fucking significant this kick is. This is a 53-yarder, and they take a timeout. All right.
No. There's a flag. This better not be on us.
Oh, if it's on us, we got punt. We got punt if it's on us. Shit, dude.
Come on, man.
Dude, do we still kick a field goal if it's 58 yards?
I don't think you do. I think you got a punt now. Dude, this is why
If they get the field goal, well, we're gonna go for it. It's a 58-yarder. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Dude, I guess LaFleur figures what's the difference if they get the ball at their 10 or
Holy fuck!
they're moving.
Come on,
in.
Crosby! Come on! Come on!
Oh,
Yeah!
he made it. Oh man,
Yeah!
he needed every ounce of leg strength for that one. That looked like it came up short at first. 58-yarder. Man, I wonder if is that a career long for Crosby?
Fuck yeah! God damn, he just earned his whole paycheck with that on that fucking kick.
Dude, I want to see a replay of this, like how close it was, because like it looked short to me at first. 58 yards, man. How old is Crosby? 37, 38?
That leg's fucking 19 though.
That leg's barely legal, brother.
Oh, fuck. You're so right, though.
Crosby takes us up 31-10, or sorry, 31-21, up 10 points.
Dude, that was so big. That kick was so fucking big.
That was clutch, man. It was right down the center, too.
It forces a two-score game now. Forces a two-score game.
And Detroit, they only have 2 timeouts, and there's 3.5
Oh,
minutes.
no!
Come on! All right, Jesus Christ. Crosby saves the day, laying out the kick
Oh,
returner.
my God.
He got
Dude,
that.
our special... Ryan, this is the third... Not Ryan, Cody, this is the third week in a row that we've had special teams fucking mishap. Third week in a row. If Sean Menenga is our special teams coordinator next year...
Dude, if Crosby
I don't know.
isn't here for this is a touchdown.
Yeah, I know. If it was J.K. Scott, would have been a touchdown.
Can you imagine how bad our special teams would be without Mason Crosby?
It's on the 30 fucking 3-yard line already.
That is exactly what Detroit needed. And now they go to a little screen. They've had a bunch of success. We actually
Keep them in bounds. You got to keep them in bounds, dude. You got to keep them in bounds.
that was a nice open field tackle by Sullivan, though. That they've been killing us on those screens, and he made a one-on-one play. All right, Stafford. Oh, goes to Hawkinson, and Hawkinson drops the ball. Would have been close to a first. You're looking at 3rd and 9 now. It's got to be 4-down territory for them. I would think they're not in field goal range quite yet. Although maybe they play distances and just try to get enough for the field. Oh, shit, man. Chase Daniels in at quarterback. I didn't see that. They had Stafford thrown on the sidelines. I thought they brought him back in. But it's Chase Daniel. Oh, man. We just leveled him. He makes a nice throw, though. Oh, wait. Did Amos come away with this? Amos was locked up with the receiver. They roll over each other, and Amos walks away with the ball. I'm not sure. Are the refs calling this a Detroit catch and down by contact? Okay, yeah, that's a Detroit catch. Amos just stole the ball after it was over. Does look like Marvin Jones Jr. is hurt, though. He's down getting looked at right now.
Whew. All right.
Dude, I'm surprised they got Stafford. Like, if Stafford was healthy enough to come back out to the sideline, I'm surprised they don't have him in the game. Like, if he was really hurt, he would still be back in the locker room. Well, Detroit, hey, they've got themselves in a first and goal situation with that pass to Marvin Jones. So Chase Daniel, he is trying to bring Detroit back right now. 2.5 minutes, down 10, first and goal. Picks up about 6. Oh, did we break it up? We might have broke up that pass. Amos in on the breakup. Pass was to DeAndre Swift. Second and goal.
Stop him. Yes.
Nice gang tackle there. All right. People actually swarming to the ball. Alexander was there first. Kirksey comes in to help. They're going to be looking at a third and goal.
Come on. Oh my God. Please let us be holding on the offense.
I think it's going to be holding on the offense. Daniels on the run. Flag came in late.
Preston looks gassed right now.
He does. Yep, holding on the offense.
Thank God. Why does Green Bay suck more than any other team when it comes to like covering backup quarterbacks when they come into the game mid-game? We are historically terrible at covering them.
Because we don't put pressure on him, man. It's like they're not used to live game action and the speed of a live game. So that's why you pressure quarterbacks who don't have a lot of experience. We play so much off coverage that these guys come in and it's just like practice for them.
Yeah, we fucking struggle.
Dude, holy shit, man. Jalen Hurts might have just fumbled with under 2 minutes to go. Saints are still down 10, but they might have just recovered a fumble. They did. Saints ball. Whew. Got punched out, man. That was a nice punch by their linebacker. You don't see our defenders doing the punch very often. And you remember the days of Peanut Tillman on the Bears? He was like the innovator of that ball punch, man. No one was better at that than him.
Charles Peanut Tillman, one of the best. However, Charles Woodson, don't throw shade on Charles Woodson for being able to.
He had a pretty
Man,
nasty
his defensive MVP year for a fucking like secondary guy, Jesus.
Dude, yeah, I loved watching that defense with Woodson, Collins, Tremont Williams, Sam Shields. Like each one of those guys, I don't know off the top of my head if they all went to the Pro Bowl, but they certainly played at a Pro Bowl level throughout their careers at various points. And obviously Charles Woodson, Hall of Famer. But man, what a secondary we put together in the Super Bowl year.
For sure, dude.
Dude, and honestly, that is how this team should be playing right now. Like we probably have our most talent in the secondary,
Right?
not out there making turnovers like the Super Bowl team did. We're back, third and goal. Chase Daniel.
Oh yeah. Nice. So what do you think they do? Do you think they kick a field goal here?
Yeah, you got to take the
Yeah,
field
probably.
goal. 7-point game. Went to Hawkinson again. Favorite target of the game. It was close too.
He has played well. He's played very well.
I actually think we might have had Alexander in coverage on him there. So Prater comes out for the field goal. And he drills it. 7-point game. Detroit's got 2 timeouts. There's 1:49 left. You think they go on sides here or go with a regular kickoff and hope their defense can stop us?
I think probably regular kickoff.
I agree.
I think there's enough time on the clock for them to probably do that.
Yeah, I agree. It's too
Not to mention, if they can get a 3 and out, it actually gets them in better field position on a punt rather than doing an onside. Us get it, still go 3 and out, and then punt it again. Like they're going to end up with the ball in pretty decent field position if they get 3 and out. So it's going to be all on Rodgers to win this game now. This is Rodgers' game to win. We got to get a first down. We have to get a first down.
Dude, this Saints-Eagles game is pretty good. Do you just see that catch that Jared Cook
I
made?
didn't. I've been so involved in this Packer game that like my voice is starting to go.
My
already.
voice.
Yeah, and they're holy shit. They're gonna go for an onside, dude.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go, dude. Here we go.
I mean, they probably know how shitty our special teams are.
All right, it looked like we took a timeout.
Oh, no.
We took a timeout. Dude, I hate onside kicks. Brandon Bostic fucking
Speaking of
ruined
onside
onside kicks
kicks,
forever.
holy shit, man. I think Saints just recovered one.
I think they did. I think they did.
They're only down by 3 points right now.
Holy shit, who got this ball?
Oh,
Who got
God.
this ball?
I hope the Eagles got this guy.
Dude, please, Philly. And there's a flag. I just saw the flag go up. Philly.
Dude, you know they're just like poking each other in the eye.
Oh, no. Grabbing some nuts, dude. Grabbing some fucking nuts.
Penetrating ear holes.
Stop stealing my shit, dude.
Dude, they're still fighting for this. All right, well, Detroit is
My
back.
God, we got 2 different onsides going on right time. This is wild. Holy shit. All right. Prater switches up. He's going the other side. Oh, all right. He fucking switches up. It's not 10 yards. It's not 10 yards.
Oh, God, dude. Did a Packer player touch that?
Oh, my God. Detroit got that. Detroit. But there's a flag. They said are they going to say he didn't go 10 yards?
Dude, a Packers player might have touched that before 10 yards, though.
The fuck is going on? I feel like so that took a nasty ass bounce, and I feel like Detroit grabbed it after the 10-yard line. Oh no!
Oh,
okay. They said someone went early. Thank God! Holy shit! That gave me a fucking heart attack.
All right, I want to see what dumbass is up.
21, I think.
All right, that was Jay Sternberg.
Right there. That's up. That went over 10 yards. Right.
Jay Sternberger. Wait, no, that was Tanyan. Tanyan was up way close to the ball when he should have been nowhere around it.
Did that ball hit out of bounds though? When he before that last bounce? If it touched that line, it'd have been out of bounds.
Yeah, I think the Saints actually did recover this onside.
Oh my God, dude, that's the last thing I want is the Saints get that ball. We want Philly to fucking win this game bad, especially because Drew Brees might be back next week too.
Wait, well, actually,
it looks like it's Saints ball. That yellow mark. Well, however, Jalen Hurts is out there.
Oh, so, all right, they're reviewing the Packers Lions onside kick now as well. This is weird.
I knew that. I knew they would probably review that.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is in the offense. They are out there. Okay, I guess it's Eagles ball. I mean, they should just kneel at this point. Looking at the booth review on the Packers here. I'm not sure what they're reviewing. The penalty? What?
What the hell's going on, dude? What the hell's going on in either of these games right now?
I don't know. Like if there was an offsides penalty.
All right,
That should
what
be
is going? Okay, Detroit just made some weird. All right, Green Bay's ball. Thank
okay.
fucking
Thank
God.
I mean, we still got it. We got to get a first down and close this out.
Yes, we do.
Dude,
And it looks like we still don't know what's going on in the Philly game either. Like, there's two wild games going on right now. All right, Rogers.
It's Philly ball. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice run by Jones. Solid 5 yards. I will take it. So it's barring a really good run block, probably going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and mid. What do? Do you run the ball to get the clock down to like 40 seconds and then punt the ball with no timeouts, Detroit? Or do you just say, fuck it, we're going to fucking throw the ball, try to pick up this first down, end it? And if there's a minute, but if we don't, then there's like a minute 20 on the clock for Detroit to kind of do something. What do you do? What does Coach Cottrell do in that situation?
Your offense has been your strength all year. Defense has been Achilles' heel. I think you got to put the ball in the hands of your offense.
Hey, you see that, by the way? Aaron Rodgers just passed Brett Favre for the most 3+ TD games in his career.
I did
By
see
one.
that.
Cheers.
Okay, maybe
It's going to be 3rd and 5 with a minute 40 to go. So if you run the ball, Detroit would get the ball with about 50 seconds to go, and they could be pinned down in their like within their own red zone. It's a long way to go, but in today's NFL, you can move the ball quick.
I don't run. It's too obvious to defend. I play action this with a high percentage pass, like a crosser to Tunyon, something easy like that. You tell Rodgers, like, just
tell you
take
what,
you have to.
Do you know what I do right now? Do you know what I fucking do right now? I shotgun and I run the goddamn ball. And if I'm like 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I go for it on 4th down. Look at where the ball is. We're gonna get it. Yeah! Fucking first down! Robert fucking Daniel! Yeah! Yeah! It's the first down, right? It's the first down, right? Cody, where'd you go, bro? Where'd you go? Are you frozen? Ah, shit, where'd you go? No! All right, Cody seems to be gone. Green Bay with the kneel down. We are gonna win this motherfucking game. We are gonna win this game. Ah, what a dub. What a great game. Well, with Cody gone, and with Rodgers trying to do one more kneel down, let me give you a real quick rundown of the stats of this game, and we'll call it quits after that. What a game. We are going to hope for that Philly holds on to this W, and I think that should move us up into possibly number 1, maybe in this in the NFC North, or not North. Oh, there's Cody now. He wants back in. Potentially, maybe we'll see. And there's the man with the plan.
Oh man, well that was anticlimactic. That I just my laptop died with no notice whatsoever.
Yeah, I literally just started screaming at my computer, and then you just went like completely frozen on me. So
I do see that we have officially
ice this game. We have ice this game.
and,
I was right in the middle of going through the game stats here. So while I run through this, can you give me an update on the Saints Eagles game? Because I don't know what's going on with that at the moment.
They're just like showing previous plays at this point.
Okay,
I
I'm
can't
not
see.
sure who won that game, if it's even still going. So Rodgers had 3 touchdowns in this game for 290, almost got to 300. Stafford only had 1 touchdown in the game. No interceptions on either team. Detroit finished with 51 yards rushing on 15 carries between a committee. Green Bay finished with 120 yards between Jones and Williams. So pretty solid game between them. Rodgers with the touchdown though. Devontae paced our receivers yet again for like every fucking game for the last 3 years. With 7 receptions and 115 yards with a touchdown. Capping off that, MVS and Tanya both chipped in touchdowns. MVS really seems to be kind of breaking out here this second half of the year, despite some inconsistency. Really kind of separating himself here, and potentially you can make an argument he might be our number 2 behind and kind of overtake Lazard. But
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it seems like every other week it's back and forth between MBS
Yeah.
and Lazard. Both of them kind of fighting for that spot and that trust. MBS probably the more talented player. Lazard probably the more reliable player. I think if we can have both of them playing at a number 2 level come playoffs, we're going to be a tough offense to stop. I mean, we are currently the highest scoring offense in the NFL.
We are, and and 31 points is nothing to shy at either. So it does look like they just moved on. Holy shit, Washington might beat San Francisco. They're currently up 23-15 on the
I do
Fox
see
NFL bonus
Philly
coverage.
officially beat the Saints, so I think that moves us into the number 1 seed.
I think so. So we control our own destiny now. We just need to win out. If we win out, we get that number 1. We get that number 1 seed. So hey, man, and it's fucking doable. We got the Bears, we got the Titans, and we got the Panthers. Titans are going to be the biggest challenge by far. We have to find a way to shut down Derrick Henry, but we've done a fairly decent job shutting down the run the last few weeks. I will give Pat
Dude, and
credit.
honestly, the Browns really showed the blueprint for beating the Titans. Is like if you can just jump out to that early lead, Ryan Tannehill is not a come from behind quarterback. And we have an offense that's very capable of jumping out to an early lead. Especially the Tennessee pass defense has been pretty weak this year. So that's going to be a real tough game, but we definitely have a shot in it. And then obviously Panthers and Bears, we should be favored in both of those games, but I think they're both going to be tough. But yeah, man, you're right. At this point, we control our own destiny, especially with the Saints still having to face Kansas City. Who knows? They might fall into the 3 seed, and someone like the Rams takes the 2nd seed.
Right.
But yeah, man, things are looking good. We just sealed the division crown for the 2nd year in a row, man. I think that deserves a toast. I'm out of my beer right now, so I guess I'll just grab my water. But
it's
to Kings of the North.
Kings of the North.
All right, well, you got any closing thoughts, Andrew?
All my closing thought is like winning the goddamn North should probably deserve a shotgun or some shit like that. But all right, whatever.
Hey, man, well, I've got more alcohol. I just need to get up to get it.
Well, you know what? We should probably get up and get it then.
All right.
We just won the NFC North, motherfucker.
You're right.
We are going to the playoffs. We guaranteed a playoff berth. Is that not worthy?
All right, I got to set the laptop down for a second because it's
All
hooked
right,
up.
I will pause the
actively
stream
charging.
and we will be back in a second. All right, through the miracle of science, we are back.
So here is
to celebrate
2 years in a row, NFC North champions, and well on our way to a repeat of 13-3. Hopefully, we push it past the NFC Championship this year, make it to the Super Bowl. We're looking good, man. You got more football to play, but let's savor tonight.
Hey, yeah. North is not enough, man. The North is not enough, but tonight we clinched 100% playoff victory tonight. Got the North for second straight year in a row. Matt LaFleur is 2 for 2 on winning the NFC North. Reason to celebrate, at least for one final beer chug. Hey, go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Congrats on the dub.
Look like David Bakhtiari.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, feeling good. Like
Feeling
to see
good.
Packers playing football like this.
This is Packer football. We got 3 weeks to go. We control our own destiny. We got Carolina next week. Let's fucking pray to God that McCaffrey's out for one more week. And yeah,
Hey, man,
dude.
How about this? How about this? Before we close out for the night, let's make a couple just quick predictions for the end of the season. So Rodgers just added another 4 touchdowns to his MVP campaign.
It's up to 38, I believe.
No, so he came into this game with 36. So I think he's got 39 passing touchdowns, and I think 2 rushing touchdowns.
I will look real quick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna predict. I don't know if he wins MVP because I don't know if I think there might be hotter names right now, with particularly Mahomes. But I will say I think Rodgers leads the league in overall touchdowns by the end of the year.
If Rodgers beats his record in 2011 of 45 touchdowns and going 15-1 that year, and he does not win the MVP that year, like this year, while beating those numbers, it's a fucking sham. The whole fucking thing's a sham.
Yeah, man, he's definitely he's got a real shot. Frankly, he should be the front runner at this point.
Should be. Yeah.
I mean, not only the stats he's putting up, but the team he's doing it with, he doesn't have nearly the offensive weapons that Mahomes does.
Not just that. So this is his second rushing touchdown of the year too, by the way. So if you want to be technical, actually I need to go back to 2011 and look to see if he had any rushing touchdowns in 2011. He had 3. So he actually had 48 touchdowns in 2011. So total. So you add in the 3 he had today passing and then the 1 rushing. The passing's going to put him to 39, and then the 2 rushing is going to put him to 41 total.
So he's got to get 7 more to tie.
He is 7 away
3
from
games
tying.
to do it.
Yeah.
That's very doable, man.
Yep, extremely doable. All he's got to do is average like 3 touchdowns a game going forward.
So how about this? How about this? Because I think it's a pretty safe bet that Rodgers is going to top his all-time touchdown numbers. How about Devontae Adams? I think as of today he stands at 14 touchdown receptions. Where do you think he ends the year?
$17 touchdowns. He ends injured with 17 touchdowns.
I think that's pretty fair.
17 or 18. 17 or 18, but I would probably go with 17.
Dude, and honestly, I think MVS. Big Bob, he went over. I think he got to number 10 today. MVS is right on his heels. So I think it's very safe to say we're gonna have 3 10-touchdown receivers. The next closest guy might be Lazard with like 5 or something, so he probably doesn't hit 10. But the offense, it's been spread around. Everyone on offense is having a pretty damn good year. I think it's obvious to say Aaron Rodgers is our offensive MVP, Devontae right behind him. If we want to predict a defensive MVP by the end of the year, that's Jair. That's pretty obvious.
I think Jair could have like a terrible last 3 games and still be by far like our runaway defense player of the year. So
how about this? So we got 3 games to go. let's each pick one dark horse guy who, they're not playing lights out right now, but we think they're going to step up and be a factor by the time we get to the playoffs.
Well, in offense, I think it's gonna be MVS. I think he today seems like he's in his third year. He struggled with inconsistency, but he's starting to get set. I mean, you take away the fucking fumble game against Indy, you take away the Indy game, but seems to be the one player that gets enough involvement in the offense where he could like make a difference. All he's got to do is be more consistent. So if he can keep getting the same amount of involvement in the offense and the same amount of opportunities, and just become more consistent with his with the looks he gets, I think easily he'll be the dark horse breakout that could take us over the top. On the defensive side of the ball, he's healthy, he's playing, he's gonna we need him to take the next step if we want to be a semi-respectable defense, and that's Christian Kirksey. He's gotta do something more than what he's doing. He plays 100% of the snaps. So, but he's a ghost out there. If he can take the next step, and I know he's been hurt, and I know it sometimes takes those guys like a few weeks to get rounded back into shape, especially probably during like a COVID season. But if he can turn it around and be consistent and start making like consistent playmaker plays, yeah, he could be that. He could be like the MVS breakout player of the defense. But I'm not holding my breath on him. But you fucking put a gun to my head just now, and you said pick a fucking player for each side, and that's fucking who I picked. So
I mean, for me, I just don't have faith in Kirksey. Like honestly, I think Kamal Martin has a better chance of taking over and becoming our full-time starter by the end of the season. But if I'm picking like one defensive player to step up and really take over, I think it's going to come from the secondary. I think someone like Adrian Amos or Darnell Savage, they've both been showing a lot more aggression lately, being close to the ball, hitting hard. I think we could start seeing some more positive benefits there. Or even Kevin King. He didn't have a great game today,
true.
but you're looking at a guy who last year he had 5 picks.
Yep, 5. Yep.
You got to think like maybe things will. Maybe he's in a valley right now, and he's going to start cresting up toward a peak and turn things around a little bit. But I think someone in the secondary is going to start playing better. As far as offense, yeah, it's hard for me to disagree with you. MBS really stepping up, starting to round out his game. Concentration's always been an issue with him. I think that's going to continue to be an issue. But if he can get a little bit better in that regard, that might be 1 or 2 critical plays a game.
Yeah. I mean, it seems for the most part we're kind of on the same page with us. Before I legit get ready to go, we've been talking about it for a few weeks, but we're down to the final 3 weeks. How do you things change week to week in the NFL, so it's probably still worth talking about on a week to week basis. But how do you, at the current moment, how do you see the rest of the season playing out for the Green Bay Packers schedule? So next week we got Carolina and then Tennessee on Saturday night, followed by
that's a Saturday game.
yeah, they moved it to
Shit, man, I'm
Saturday.
probably gonna be working. I'll probably miss it.
No, wait, maybe not. Is it the night? No, we play on the 19th, which is this Saturday. So I think we must play the Panthers on Saturday. Look, hey, you know what? I got the internet right at the tip of my fingertips here. So I may be fucking correct.
Oh, yep, we are officially number 1 seed right now. I just saw that.
Nice. Okay, I stand corrected. We play the Panthers this Saturday. We play the Panthers this Saturday on Saturday night at 8:30. All right. So
Unfortunately,
Saturday.
I will be missing that game. I'll be at work.
All right. Well, that is a bummer. So actually, I did know that. So there's 2 games on Saturday night. This Saturday, it's the Bills and the Packers game. Bills and the Packers are actually playing both on Saturday night. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that Bills Pittsburgh game tonight. That should be
yeah,
good.
same. Same. And then 2 days after Christmas, on Sunday, December 27th, we play the Titans on Sunday night. That's gonna be a fucking good game, man. It's gonna be a really good game. And then we close out January 3rd against Chicago at 1 o'clock. So no primetime game in week 17. Given the Bears record, I don't see that being flexed. Flexed either. So that's the way our season going. I see us. We should beat Carolina. Still don't know about Tennessee. Should beat Chicago. I think we can. I think we have the ability to win all 3 games though. So
Yeah, man. I mean, I know last time we talked about this, I think all of these games none of them are going to be gimmies. Before, I think I said Carolina victory, Titans loss, Chicago victory.
Mhm.
But I don't know, man. The more I'm seeing it, I think Tennessee's weakness is their pass defense. Our strength is our pass offense. If we can jump out to the early lead and limit Derrick Henry's touches, I think we take that game. I think we win out 13-3 2 years in a row, number 1 seed. And
yeah,
that's
there's
gonna
gonna
be a
be 2
fun
key.
postseason from there.
I mean, given that we'll probably miss next week, we should probably like talk about the Tennessee game a little bit real quick. Stopping Derrick Henry is priority number 1. Don't want to take away anything from AJ Brown. AJ Brown is going to be a really tough matchup for Jair Alexander. Not that Jair is not up to it, but AJ Brown is a very physical receiver. Very imposing. He's strong. He's extremely strong. He's almost like a DK Metcalf in like strength. And that's different from just being able to cover a really good receiver who can run routes and do this and that. Like if they get AJ Brown the ball in space, Jair's a really good tackler, but he's just a really strong guy. It's gonna be like you gotta game tackle a guy like AJ Brown.
Yeah.
So
I
those are
almost
the
wonder
2 players.
if it makes more sense to play Kevin King on AJ Brown
Yeah,
with shaded coverage, and
yeah,
then you put Jair 1-on-1 on Corey Davis.
yeah. Because if you do that, Corey Davis is gonna have probably a very poor stat game. So yeah, that'd probably be fine. But most importantly, you gotta stop Derrick Henry because you know they're gonna run the ball. So
Yeah, man, and that we're gonna be. I'll make a prediction right now for it. I think Kamal Martin's gonna play a big role in that game.
same. You might not even see a whole lot of Christian Kirksey in that game. You might even see more Chris Barnes too. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean Chris
Yeah.
Barnes is shown to be a pretty good run defender, and Martin clearly our most athletic interior linebacker.
Tell you what,
Um,
those fucking interior like Kingsley Kiki, Lancaster, even Rush, the guy that we just sent, like they better fucking step up and start and like fucking make some penetration and out of the game. I'm looking forward to doing that podcast with you though, man. It's gonna be a great game.
yeah.
I feel like our emotions gonna be all over the fucking place throughout that
Yeah,
game.
that's going to be a very playoff atmosphere kind of game.
Yep.
It's going to be a good test run for the playoffs.
And it might be the game that might be the game, depending on the outcome of next week's game. That might be the game that determines whether or not we get the number 1 seed. So could be.
Well,
Very well
until
could be.
then,
Yep.
it's been good as always.
Go Pack, go.
Another great game by the Packers.
Yep.
They had us sweating a little bit at certain points, but for the most part, we handled business. Aaron Rodgers still looking like Aaron Rodgers. Team as a whole, very good game. And we're on to the Carolina Panthers.
On to
So,
Carolina, man. On to
Kings of the
Carolina.
North.
Kings
Go
of the
Pack, go.
North. Till next time. Cheers.